Well, hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the AEW Dynamite Weekly Watchalong. It's your girl, Denise Salcedo, and Righteous Reg, who is finally back from vacation. You're a new man. Welcome, Reg.
It's your favorite rapper, your favorite writer, your favorite podcaster. I'm back in California, and I'm feeling good about it. California feels good as always, so it's not a issue getting back from vacation, but I had a great time out in Hawaii, and I got tan.
Hawaii, you finally told us where you went.
I was outside. I told you when I got back home, that's when I was going to let people know, because I didn't want to get any stalkers or anything crazy, because I know how they be moving in these streets, even though you don't think I would have something like that, Denise. That's very rude. But yeah, I'm back.
How was your vacation? What did you do?
It was amazing. I took one of those cruise around the island things, but not with the people, just like rented a car and like hit the spots on this map. Saw the place that they filmed, like Jurassic Park.
Well,
that was super dope. Yeah, that was like,
I'm sure it looked like otherworldly.
Yeah, it does. It looks like we're on another planet, essentially, with just like the sights. Super green. I saw some beautiful beaches. That waterfall that I posted on the internet, that probably was the best part. Just like swimming in that little part to the waterfall, letting it fall on your head. Just like nothing in the world mattered at that moment, Denise. Like, people are mad on the internet. Everything sucks. I'm like, this doesn't suck. This is great. Why is everybody so mad at everything? Like, life is great.
So I do have to roast you, and I was telling the chat about this, but I have to roast you, Reg.
Why?
Because you went on vacation, and this was the most I saw you tweet than you ever have before. And I was like, what the fuck, Reg? You're on vacation. Why are you popping up on my Twitter timeline? You popped up more on my timeline than you did when you've been here the last forever. You know it. That's why you're laughing. You know it.
Let me tell you why, Denise. It's because of the time difference. It's like 3 hours ahead of California, and so I would be up at this time while this was happening. 3 hours behind California, so I would be up at a different time, and then I could get these tweets off because it's not regular time, regular life. Had some extra time to just like get my little thoughts off.
You know what happened? That everybody else in your normal time zone was too busy, or doing something different. So instead of texting them, you were putting your little thoughts out on Twitter.
Yeah, nobody was responding. I'm like, okay, I guess these people will respond. They'll listen to me, and they listen to me.
You were in need.
I was in need. I needed something. I needed somebody, Denise. I'm like, damn, it's early. It's like 6 a.m.
You were in Hawaii.
Yeah. But those are times when I can't be outside, or like it's early or late or some of those things. So that's it. That's all.
I was
Let me get my tweets off, Denise.
I told everybody. Here in the chat room. I told my husband. I told everyone. I'm on freaking Reg. What is he doing on Twitter?
Why are you being such a hater? I was getting my thoughts, my tweets off.
I also got another beef with you, Reg.
Whoa.
That you left on one of the days or of weeks events that I probably needed you the most.
Why? What happened?
Swerve won the title and you weren't here to celebrate it.
Shut up, Denise. I hate you. I hate your gut. You're so lucky too, Denise, because I didn't want any spoilers. So when I got off the plane, I put all my text messages on do not disturb. Like, you can't even come through. No, nothing. So I didn't see your little text messages until after watching the show. So it's fine.
Wow. Anyways, all right. Dynamite has begun.
We're here, homies.
And let me get everything set up here. 1 second. All right, cool. We got it. We got everything going.
Tonight, Denise.
Yo,
Swerve,
did you see Pac and Swerve? I thought, holy shit, what? They really made that match? Yo, Tony.
Greatest
Kicking up with Jon Moxley.
Jon Moxley.
Ever assembled.
Jon Moxley.
Every week on AEW Dynamite.
He's French now, all right, guys? Jon Moxley.
Little Jon Moxley. He put a little hat.
When it counts. They come with their talent, and they come with their gifts, and they come with their fans.
Oh, so like Joseph Boza said, the $400,000 8-man tag.
Yeah. It's a Righteous Reg match.
Without addressing the real problem, you don't want it. You don't.
Come on.
We will scorch the earth with anybody who wants to call themselves a contender.
Come
Before we get a
on.
single inch.
Starting out with this,
Not an
Denise.
inch.
Bold move.
This is
Bold
my
strategy.
life's work. And it will not be bought.
I
or
already
sold.
said my piece.
Matt,
Now it's time for you,
Jackson have
Reg,
returned.
to speak your shit, okay? I had to take
Power
the
players
heat
in pro
by
wrestling in these
myself
Gilded
on the
Age. Let's do a
show
little who's who.
for
I'm
fucking
surrounded
Dynasty.
Warriors.
By
Oh,
myself,
no.
Reg.
Champion, a king
All of
on
that.
the
Oh,
front
the
line.
review, I'm
I
sure
was
everybody
like,
was like,
dear-
that sucked.
I don't
I
recognize
was
you
like
two
deer
anymore.
in the
I
headlights.
haven't for a long time. You've stumbled onto a board and you don't know
I
what
was
the
so,
game
when it
is.
was, yeah.
You better figure it out. You better
When
be
I was
real.
watching it,
Real
I was
careful.
like, just so
You watched
happy
my
that.
show?
No, not your
No,
show. When I was
about to
watching
say,
the
did you see
show.
my face? I was
Before you
like,
make
God
any
dang
moves.
it. I had the God dang it face.
No, when I was watching the show, I was so happy that I was watching it alone and not on the stream for nobody to see that reaction. I'm like, thank God. When the lights went out, I was like, oh, Denise's least favorite bit. This is great.
You want to know how I started my podcast? I said, I hate you, Reg, for leaving me all alone. Guys, welcome to Speak Now Pro Wrestling.
So good.
Hey,
man.
dude, I did not, by the way, sorry to everybody, but that's one video where I decided I am not going to go into the comment section. Everyone here knows that I am in every single comment section, responding
time.
to people, giving people love. That one, I was just thinking to myself, I am not even going to go in there because I just know it's a mess.
It had to be horrible. Yeah, the people were mad.
Not even
To say
that,
the
but
least.
it's like, this was one that I thought, no, for like my sanity and my peace of mind, I'm not even going to go in there.
No, I feel you.
So it was wild. But let's see. We got to give some love, though. We got Sheldon Jackson here who gifted one DWO membership.
Sheldon.
Sheldon, thank you so much. We also got Taylor Cannon who just became a brand new DWO member. What's up, Taylor Canyon? Yeah, it's a Canyon. Why did I say Canyon?
Keeping it real in the 90s, baby.
I've read Taylor's name like a zillion times,
So many
I don't know why I would say Canyon.
So many times. You're
That's
thinking of
wild.
Canyon, the Grand Canyon.
You know, the other day I did see a picture of, actually just last night, I was looking at a picture of the Grand Canyon.
See, that's why. It's in your brain.
All right, we got Choco Bo Kid, who also just gifted one
Let's
DWO
go.
membership. Thank you so much, Choco Bo Kid. That's really nice of you. And kicking us off, we got a very generous super chat from John Taylor, a.k.a. TK here, who says, can't hang out tonight, but I'm always going to show love to the best in the game, the Cali Connection, and I'll catch the show later. Also, Denise, you look amazing tonight. Thank you so much, John. I literally had 20 minutes to get ready, by the way. I was running late. Don't even get me started on some of the mistakes I made today, Reg.
Wow.
I made some mistakes. By the way, we're kicking off with Shibata and Jon Moxley, but I was editing a whole video, and right when I was almost done to the end, I fucked the stupid website that I was on, messed something up, and I got so mad that I decided to scrap the whole thing after spending like 2 hours on almost 3 hours on that. And I was like,
You
no,
scrapped
maybe
the
it
whole
wasn't-
thing?
Yeah, I was so mad. You know when you
Oh
do
my
something
God.
and you spend so much time on it, and then something messes up at the very end, you're just like, I'm not gonna start
Forget it.
this shit.
Yeah.
That was me. I said I'm not gonna do this anymore, and I gave up, and I was like, I'm done.
Yep. There's some music videos that I shot in my phone that I did that. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck this music video.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. That's literally what happened to me. This should hopefully be a good aggressor kind of match.
I thought this super interesting way to start the show, like I was saying with Moxley, with everything that happened at the pay-per-view, and going with Shibata is a super, even more interesting choice.
Because, like I said on my post show, if you would have tuned in, Reg, from the sounds of it, I think Tony Khan is totally cool with what we're seeing with Jon Moxley. I think he's feeling it.
Yeah, I mean, from what, because a lot of people were talking about what he talked about in the presser and how he would like brought up metrics and numbers, and I was yeah, maybe Tony is just kind of in on this. It feels like it if you're not going to pivot as much as people talked about that stuff and just it seems like they're just doing what they were going to do. I would think he is in on it, you know?
He is known
Right.
as the wrestler.
You know, he can go on the mat, man, really, really well. Almost a
They
double
are
wrist lock
grappling.
there by Moxley.
Interesting
Well, versed in
choice.
jiu-jitsu, so he knows what he's doing.
Oh,
But still,
okay.
it's
Now
tough
I'm
with a
like,
guy
this
like
is not
Shibata.
that crazy because they
Time
did
never
come
these
and
two,
help
gentlemen
the
have
Swerve
met.
and them at the pay-per-view.
As Marina Shafir.
Okay.
Marina Shafir looks really nice. I think she colored her hair differently.
Aha.
Right now, Mox
Also, thank you so much again to John Taylor for the
Thanks, John.
love. And I'll catch up on the rest of the super chats during the commercial break so we
Jon
can
Moxley will have
pay attention to John and
slight size
Shibata.
and strength advantage over
Shibatis.
Shibata. He's using that to good effect to back Shibata up to the corner.
Nope.
Jay Grouse says Denise has Reg Senior Bandito Jericho reaction.
What happened?
Oh my gosh, Reg. I'll send you the link later for my reaction against well, you saw the finish that they did for Bandito and Jericho, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so like I fell for the finish. And
Oh,
I
did
was
you really?
So mad, Reg. I left the room. I was so mad. I've never left the room for anything. This time I left.
You fell for it? They got you?
They got me. I was so
I
mad.
can't believe they
Reg.
got you.
I thought to myself, what kind of a joke is this?
No.
I was ready to
I had
go off.
I had to
was
see
about-
the whole thing first before my reaction. I was like, what? When it happened, but I was like, no, something has to play out first.
That's not what I was thinking. I was thinking the utter disrespect.
That finish sucked, too.
Yeah. Well,
Hated
at least
it.
it successfully got me.
It got you, yeah.
It did. It got me.
Because that's a classic lucha finish, though, you know?
I was so scared. I'm all this smug because AEW doesn't usually do that when someone cheats. No one comes out and corrects it. It's usually just moves on. And I thought that was them like gonna successfully do that.
Yeah, because doing that is stupid because they'll never do it again. You know what I mean? Like, why you're only doing the replay thing this time?
Right.
Changes grip now. A flying octopus hold, Manjigatami, whatever you want to call it.
Got it locked in good.
Swerve
Shibata, you
and
can see
Peck.
just about once he gets that wrist, he's going to have it.
Yeah, wrestling with an abundance of confidence. After he got involved, John,
But
They
I
should have
also
started
think
out
that
with
you
the
were
$400,000 match, $400,000
Yeah,
tag.
yeah, that's a start. That's an opening match right there. That's the tone.
Yeah, well, that's the type of guy Shibata is. That's what all three members of the Ops are about.
By the way,
Just a
so have
good
you noticed that
old-fashioned
our
fight.
overlay isn't on our
They like to
screen
have a good
today?
time, but they wanna
Yeah,
fight.
where's it at? Why are we
Shibata's
so
just
empty
breaking
and
down
plain?
Moxley.
My
He's
husband
gonna come in
roasted
hot
me
right
for
in.
it.
What do you mean?
He logged into our watch along like 2 weeks ago, and he's by the way, why did you put a little D and a little R? You don't think I know which one's Denise and which one's Reg?
Okay,
It's just so
that's
the
fair.
screen doesn't look naked.
Yeah,
And
no, we're
he
just trying to get a
started
little
cracking
accessory.
jokes.
Oh, okay. I hear him.
So if I was like, no,
We
fine.
need accessories, Denise. It can't just be plain.
All right, well, I'll let the chat vote on some accessories. Let us know what you want to see on our overlay, and I'll get it done on this stream.
We need accessories.
It's gonna be it's gonna keep it. Saskrider says keep that out of sight.
I know who's D and I know who's R is really funny. It's like, yeah, he's right.
Moxley, he
Cute,
transitioned
DNR.
out of the sleeper attempt.
It is, and a little
He had one locked in on
flag, a little
Shibata, broke the grip
explosive
of Moxley's snapmare,
dynamite
and
or whatever.
Shibata-
Yeah.
I like it.
Smart
Okay, everyone's saying the DNR needs to come back.
Rear chin again.
Mhm.
But
Well,
Ted
By
Choker
popular
should tell us where the height
demand.
advantage of
In
the
your
champion
face,
as Sledge
Denise,
is
back.
has
it
been
does pay off. He's able to get
like
up
that.
Shibata's grip.
Yeah, it does help.
I mean, it's definitely
But
like
you can't tell me to
Microsoft
know
Paint.
which one's which.
Shibata here, we've heard them chanting his
Everybody
name.
was watching for the last 13 minutes, like, who's it?
Moxley,
Who?
he gouged Shibata's eyes in order to escape. And
I'm so
Shibata, you can see still the
confused.
hands in the eyes, trapping the arm, two of his legs, the body
That's so
scissors
funny.
with the arm trap, and then
Larry Moxley won by submission.
All right. Okay. Interesting.
You know, let's stop lying, Reg. We know that this is your favorite storyline, favorite
I
champion.
know. I just
favorite
don't want to say it,
wrestler,
so
favorite match.
nobody will be. I don't want to say it so nobody will be mad at me. I'm
You're
like,
just on the
I hate this
you're
too.
just on the anti-Death Riders bandwagon.
I'm like, I hate this whole thing. This is the worst. Secretly, I'm like, this is the best thing I've ever seen. I love Bloodline 2.0.
King of Strong Style says, glad this was quick. Neon Paradox says, oh, now I know who's who.
Yep, there you go. Figured it out. I'm R.
W. Stein says the D needs to have sparkles. And, oh, here we go. This is why they probably kicked off the show with Jon to address the Young Bucks situation. Oh my God, I'm dressed like Matt Jackson. My brother.
Usually, yeah, you always are.
We're always twinning.
I don't know why you guys are always coordinating fits some random way.
I don't know. I don't know what it is with me and Matt Jackson. We're just identical.
All right, let's see what these guys are about to say.
It's like Denise lol.
Come on.
My twin, Matt Jackson.
The hairs,
all right,
too.
No,
Every
never
time
mind.
his hair's up, your hair's
No,
up.
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm dressed like both of them. Never mind. Both of them have black V-neck.
This could go any way here, guys. Any way
Sometimes I could tell them apart. Sometimes they look the same to me.
You can't tell them apart after all this time.
Sometimes I could. Like the glasses one is Matt, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So that I was right. Never mind.
The glasses one is Matt. Wait, where's he going?
Usually, confrontation with Jon Moxley, a little more explosive, a little more physical.
Please give it up for your World Heavyweight Champion, Jon Moxley.
Boo.
And show some damn respect for the founding fathers.
Oh, Jesus.
They're
They're about to start the declaration of AEW.
The founding fathers.
Nick's not lying. Well, Nick,
shut the F up. Everyone, the whole world, they're wondering why in the hell did you guys do what you did on Sunday?
Yes,
why did you cost
we are
Swerve
wondering, Mick
that
Jackson.
Championship?
Because they're haters.
Well,
You drinking that
we got a
haterade?
couple good reasons why we
All right,
did
I need to hear
what
this.
we did.
Mm.
First of all, one, we did it for our good friend.
Who?
Hangman Adam Paige, you're welcome, buddy.
Okay.
You see, this is what you wanted all along. You never wanted Swerve to be that champion ever again, and we
That's
did
true.
that for you.
Yeah.
You see, we do not forget who our friends are.
That's
We
true.
still love you, Adam Page, and we know you love us too, buddy.
You don't like it, Denise?
They weren't even friends anymore. What are you talking about?
Friends
Remember they kicked
forever.
him out? Did they not kick Hangman Adam Page out of the group?
Definitely kicked him out.
And Moxley, I wish you would have stuck around to hear this, but I'm not afraid to say it in front of the world. That's okay.
Huge Swerve's house chance right now.
Swerve's house. Swerve's house.
Jon Moxley, Death Riders, what we did for you, we consider a peace offering. We've got no problem with you.
Yeah, no, they
and I
were
hope
like,
you've
what
got
can we,
no
how can we do
problem
this?
with us. You see, when we sat at home for months and months and months, we realized by watching
They're making
you
a
guys that
story
we've got
as we
more
go.
in common than you think. You want to see that locker room rise to the occasion, just like us. You want AEW to be the best company in the world, just like us. Jon,
right.
Death Riders, you want to change the world, just like us.
Mm.
And Jon, I'm impressed.
I guess.
Watching you, I saw you do what we could not do.
Because they,
You succeeded in taking over
Okay, I have
AEW,
thoughts.
and you even got the AEW World Championship
Which
title.
no one
We
has
couldn't
seen.
do that.
In forever.
So last Sunday was our elevator pitch to you and the Death Riders.
I will
Could you
say,
imagine the team synergy if the Death Riders and the Elite worked together?
because
as
they were
one?
comparing, people were comparing their stories. Remember when the Death Rider stuff started, Denise? They were like, that's just what the Elite were doing.
Yeah.
Jon Moxley,
So, same goals,
Didn't
right?
mention that yet.
champion, and the AEW founding fathers to EVPs together. So, John, I'm asking you to come back out here with your boys and let's further discuss a
They're
little
not
bit
boys.
of business.
They just left though. He's got to make a U-turn and come back.
Oh.
All right,
Speaking
this
of
is an
boys.
exciting
Speaking
turn.
of boys. Speaking of
Bring out
boys.
Kenny.
Speaking of boys.
Kenny needs to tell him that what they did was shit.
Yep, y'all on that bullshit.
And that they do not represent all elite wrestling.
He
for
looks annoyed.
screwing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Elite former
Come on, Kenny.
of Matthew and Nicholas Jackson.
This
Give
is
it to
it.
them.
Nicholas say they fired Kenny Omega and DDP.
Kenny, you better keep it real out here, brother.
Melissa Hart says the GOAT is here.
Mhm.
Stone says Omega. All right, let's see what he says.
Oh, he's not
Come
getting
on,
in the ring.
roast them. Roast them. Someone has a sign that says
Kenny.
MJF wears cosplay to the mall.
So you did this all for your friends, huh?
Ah.
Mox, Hanger, you forgot to do me.
You forgot to do me.
Actually, I remember the last time we met.
All right.
If memory
What?
serves me correctly,
Hold on a minute.
it's when at the height of my diverticulitis, you pushed me off a stretcher that was taking me to the hospital.
Forgot to do me.
And I know this is going to sound crazy, but I never forgot. And I actually forgave you. When I came back to AEW, I had said, first and foremost, what I was doing was for my legacy and for the safety of
Grow
this
up,
company,
Denise.
not for revenge. What we're trying to do here is bring back the feeling. And
Yes.
now, I hate to divert from the story here, guys, but allow me to tell you guys a story. I used to have this friend back in high school. He had these 2 Shih Tzu dogs. Now, it doesn't really matter the type, but I mean, they're yappy as all heck. Ugly little mutts too, but that's okay. I'm an animal lover and I love them. Every time I went to his place, we'd play some video
Okay.
games. They would take a dookie on the floor. He never cared.
A dookie.
And those 2 little Shih Tzus, oh boy, were they ever pleased with themselves. But then as time went by and more dookie kept collecting on the floor and the
Dookie.
stains left
What
behind
is happening
were getting
here?
more evident and
He's
pungent.
comparing them
I
to
had
dogs.
say, hey, pal,
Oh my God.
maybe we move this over to my place. And that is a lot like what you guys, without having me around, was like in AEW.
A bunch of dookie.
Kenny Omega really didn't want to say shit.
No, he didn't.
He didn't even say poop.
No.
He went with Dookie.
A dookie chant.
Kenny Omega just got
We all
Dookie
saw you
over.
shredding up some
Wow.
documents like that's supposed to be some big incriminating thing you guys were trying to cover up. Guys, I'm going to spoil the surprise right here, right now. We all know how these guys live. We all know exactly how they operate. They love bragging about their earnings. They love bragging about their money. Yes, you were tearing up receipts of private jets, of the chair that you put in your master bedroom facing the bed, the OnlyFans account.
Cook.
Oh, I was like, wait a minute, the chair
it
in front of the
doesn't
bed.
The part that matters, the
I
part
was
that really
picturing
pisses
the
me off,
placement
guys,
of that.
is that
Yeah,
if it
no.
wasn't because of the
I'll
death
get you there.
flyers,
It's fine.
it was because of you two that almost killed the company that I gave my very life, my heart, and my soul for.
Mm-hmm. They killed it.
And I can't lie, that time off has done you wonderfully. Nick, you look every last bit of that 90 pounds you were before you left.
Yo,
Shot.
he's roasting them.
Matt, you look like Denise.
Matt, you- I mean, sure, you look like a son with that low-cut V-neck, but geez, man, lay off the hot stuff. You look about as red as Nick's lapels.
I was thrilled. Where's it going with this? Where's it going? Is he about to call him a hoochie?
we've gotten to this point, I could go on and I could go on and I could go on, but I don't know. I'm just thinking, let's just cut out the middleman.
Fight him.
I'll just come in the ring and we'll fight.
Yes, dude. Wow, what's all these words, man? Get in there.
Well, there you have it. Right
I gotta give it to Kenny. He is a storyteller.
Oh.
Hey, so is Okada still friends with the Elite? What's going on
I
there?
think so. Yeah, I think they're still friends.
I mean, they left without him.
I think they're still friends.
This is the fight that Kenny Omega wants right now. Member of
It
the
sounds-
Elite, well, the new Elite.
I don't know why is Okada walking like he's an
He
action
looks
figure.
hilarious. He was
He's
like,
a video king.
oh, okay. We getting lit.
Yes. What the hell's going on? How about this?
Fight somebody, Kenny.
They were just beginning tonight.
Poor Okada didn't get to say anything. No, it's a distraction. I think Kenny's gonna attack from behind. Nope, I'm wrong.
They
No,
powdered,
oh,
yeah,
I'm
they
kind
got
of
out of
right. Kind of.
there. Okay.
All right, so Okada and the Elite are just cool. Like, everything's all right. Okay.
Why wouldn't they be?
They left without him.
What do you mean? He doesn't need them. They're still
I
friends.
know, but still.
On Sunday, you can't blame him. Yeah, Matthew Nicholas Jackson costing Swerve Strickland his second reign as AEW World Champion. And you have to imagine that does not sit well with
Okay.
Strickland.
Do that match right now. Ring the bell. Ring the bell. I don't care about preparation. I don't care about nothing.
Reg all of a sudden doesn't even care about storytelling.
I don't care about nothing. Ring the bell, dude.
Look at Prince Nana. He's having the time of his life.
He's like me.
It showed respect there between two former AEW World Champions, Kenny Omega and Swerve Strickland.
Where was Hangman?
You're Dookie.
Kenny Omega
Not a
still
Dookie chant.
The international champion after Sunday. Swerve Strickland was robbed by the Bucks. Kenny
Okay.
basically handing the ring over to Strickland.
I now pronounce it is buck hunting season. And I'm here
Hey.
with a loaded shotgun ready to blast on some freaking EVPs.
Oh.
Ain't got a little extra growl in the voice.
Alone,
It's aggressive.
could you? I dealt with you last.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
No, Pac. Oh, are they going to do this right now?
I think so.
Yeah, Swerve's in his gear.
Yep.
Yo.
Ring the bell, ref.
We haven't even had a commercial yet.
Mhm.
And we're already on the second match.
Ring the bell, Dad.
Match, promo, match.
Okay, now they're going to commercial.
You're really doing me dirty? Oh, give Swerve a minute to
Mhm.
like adjust and shit. Okay,
Mhm.
I'm sorry, adjust and Dookie.
Dookie.
All right, we got to get into some super chats. See what
That is
Jamie
silly.
says. The only thing I got out of this was Dookie. That and the
Unreal.
tuck chair.
Dookie. Why did he have to use that word?
Because it's Kenny Omega.
Yeah, it makes sense that it was Kenny. You're right.
Right. If it was anybody else, can you imagine how uncool Swerve would sound if he went out there and was like, "You're Dookie."
He wouldn't. He definitely would not. So makes sense.
But it works for Kenny, okay?
Mhm.
All right, we got Grapple Geekery. Thank you so much, Grapple Geekery, for the generous super chat. He says, sorry for being a grouch Saturday, Denise. I'm a massive fan of Taya and the Virtuoso. My comments about Megan joining the Vendetta is a commentary on their booking, not them. They both deserve better. Hey, man, and look, Saturday was an interesting day for everybody. Everybody was in their feels. You are A-okay. Thank you for the love, Grapple Geekery.
Appreciate it,
got
Grapple
to follow the
Geekery.
show, Reg.
I watched it.
No, I'm saying like out here, my show, Reg.
Oh, yeah. I missed you guys. I wish I was here for that.
You
It's
did
always
not.
so
You were
fun.
like, I'm in Hawaii, having the best time ever. Everyone's fighting, and I'm in Hawaii under a poncho.
Everybody was beefing too. I'm like, why are you guys so mad? Everybody's
Dude, you
so
left
mad.
on the week where I feel if you would have been here, you probably would have been tweeting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was tweeting.
No, I know, but tweeting about that specifically.
Mm-mm.
We got Shanika here says, Happy Wednesday, all. Salute to the Cali connection. Shanika, thank you so much for being a member for 5 months now. Incredible. We got Jordy Griffin here who says, I can't believe that Double or Nothing will be at the same night with NXT Battleground on Sunday, May 25th. Wait, huh? Are they really the same night?
Hate them.
Hold the phone. I did not realize that. Hold on.
Same time?
NXT Battleground 2025.
Oh, I forgot. Denise is good. That's a conflict of interest.
Yeah, I like to cover both shows. Sue me, okay? I'm in the minority here at this point.
That's a
hold on. It's okay. So that's Sunday, May 25th. Is that the same day as Double or Nothing for reals?
Yep, that's the same day.
AEW Dawn. Oh wait, oops. Let me double check. Maybe we're wrong.
AEW Dawn.
AEW Dawn. Yeah, it's the same day.
Oh, same time, not same time though.
I don't know. It doesn't say. Double or Nothing says 5 o'clock Mountain Time. So what time is that here?
Counter programmers.
And then usually, oh my gosh, why do they hate me? They literally hate me for doing this.
Don't like it. So you're gonna have to do 2 streams at the same exact time.
Okay. And here, Sunday, the show NXT is listed for 7:30 p.m. I'm assuming Eastern time.
7:30. Oh, that's regular time. They're gonna go on at the same time.
Oh no!
They're gonna have to at the same time.
What am I gonna do?
I have no idea.
All right, well, I'll guess I have a month to figure it out. Jordy, thank you so much for letting us know. Because yeah, clearly I did not know. Thank you, Jordy.
Swerve with the boot to start it. They gave him some time to recover.
Chris Fire also says, why Moxley facing just Jag on roster? Thank you, Chris.
Swerve came back already.
Jr., by the way, says, this is my first time watching AEW. What do I need to know about this? Reg, this is all you. Preach. Give Bob Ross Jr. 3 reasons or three things to know about AEW right now.
One of the main stars of AEW is on the screen right now. The man that everybody collectively thinks should have won the AEW World Championship on Sunday, Swerve Strickland. That was a lot. You got a lot of the AEW stars in that first segment there. I think the addition of the Young Bucks back, Kenny Omega wanting to beef with them, I think is a big deal. People are saying after that pay-per-view that they think it's now going to be Swerve and Hangman against the Young Bucks at All In and not against each other, which I think is an interesting take. So everybody surrounding that is great. You're going to see the best of the best in this $400,000 8-man tag, though. That's where the real bread and butter of AEW is. That's like when it's time to go for it. And I think Tony Storm's featured on this thing today, right? Like there's a Tony Storm apparent.
Because they have the women's Owen tournament. I think today's Chris and Thunder.
Yeah, so that's probably the third thing in AEW. The biggest, one of the biggest characters and wrestler in the world right now is Tony Storm. So anything Tony Storm's attached to, that's what you want to see.
Thank you so much, Bob Ross, for the super chat. Appreciate you.
Not looking good at Swerve Strickland.
All right, we also got Grapple Geekery who says, I'm checked out on the Death Riders to a Learning Tree degree. Speaking of, I'm manifesting the end of the Learning Tree tonight. Joining me, everyone. I feel like we've been manifesting this, right? For a while now, and it still hasn't happened.
Yeah, it's been a while.
On past their expiration date.
Ouch.
Thank you so much, Grapple Geekery. I think we're joining you in the manifestation.
Yeah, now we're all there, Grapple Geekery.
And I'll catch up on the rest of the super chats in the next commercial break.
Those abrasions on the right side.
W. Stein says only Renee Paquette can stop the Death Riders.
She's the only one. We need her help.
Don't they? Isn't there a saying that says that the man is the head, but the woman controls the neck? You get it?
What? I never heard that one.
I've heard that saying before.
It's in the neck.
See what's going on there. It'll be a great and
EA Sports. It's in the neck. What's wrong with Pat?
Next Wednesday and Thursday.
I'm really looking forward to being in Boston.
Oh, it was from my Big Fat Greek wedding.
Oh yeah, I don't know that.
That's where I heard it.
Definitely don't know
The
that.
mom says, "Let me tell you something, Tula. The man is the head, but the woman is the neck.
Yeah, no, I
And
don't
she
know
can
that.
turn the head any way she wants."
Yeah, they may have to end this match. I'm not sure. We got
Nights coming
What's
up
going on here?
New Orleans and on Norfolk, as you saw at the end of the
Pac
month.
is
So we got some
injured.
lot of great
The
towns
doctor's
and a lot of
checking
great
on him right now.
I think this is legit.
Anything
Yeah, it
This
looks
is legit?
legit. Yeah, it looks like it.
What happened? Sorry, because I missed the moment before. What happened that led to that?
Maybe after
This
he
is
did a buckle
Smith
bomb
doing
onto
the
Pac,
right thing here.
and that could have been it.
Allowing the
Ah, shit.
ringside doctor to.
But I think he
inspect the
tried
foot
to
of Pac.
stand up after that, and he couldn't.
Okay, I see. Okay.
I mean, he is pacing though. He is got a lot of pent up
But
frustration.
he's being a professional. That's your job. Doctor, you got to lay off, but now Pac's coming back in.
No.
Not legit then?
No, he was still hopping on. I think he's just trying to finish the match because he's a fucking psycho.
I think they
'Cause
might
they're
be doing
gonna
that right now. They're going to the finish. Yeah,
They're
going to
taking
the
it
finish.
home.
Yeah. Okay, so fuck. I think Pac is hurt then. Like,
Oh
legit.
no! I was
Yeah,
really looking
'cause
forward
they
to this
went-
match.
Yeah,
they took
I
it home.
know. Oh, this is unfortunate. But they were pros. They finished the match and went straight to the finish.
He didn't have
Oh,
to.
I'm so bummed. I was really looking forward to this match, but that's obviously not
man.
important. The
Yeah,
important
hopefully
thing is
Pac's
that
okay.
hopefully it's not a full-on injury, and hopefully it's just a little bit of a minor hiccup.
Wrestling, you guys.
Damn, I need to see a replay. I mean, I don't think they'll show it, but
Damn, that's unfortunate.
Strickland had a game plan and it worked. Swerve Strickland.
Swerve got the victory.
I like how Prince Nana's still happy. Like,
Listen,
yeah, I'm still, nothing's changing my mood.
It's a win in the record book.
Yeah.
I understand. The Young Bucks. I blessed your ass last. Yeah. I'm not hard to find.
Blood and guts.
When's Blood and Guts?
Mm-hmm.
Put people on notice. Swerve Strickland.
He is mad.
Over the next few
I'm sure he's bummed. Like, he was probably looking forward to it's been a rough few days for Swerve.
Damn.
What do you call it? Dynasty. This.
You just never want to see a wrestler go out like that.
No, especially
Hopefully
Pac.
Pac's okay.
Pac,
Yeah.
I love Pac. Pac's my guy, man.
Legend.
Pac's my guy.
Mhm.
And then we just had, Jay White's out, Pac's out. I mean, there's so many people that I feel are out. I feel like last week I was seeing a lot of like, oh, this person's injured. This person's injured.
Yeah. Last week was what? Orange, Mark Davis.
Yes, thank you. I was trying to remember everyone. Oh, dude, Mark Davis. Is he going to be out for long?
I don't know how long.
Because dude just came back from injury. I think that's always the worst. When someone was injured, then they come back and get injured again. Even if it's a little injury, it still sucks.
Right.
And all it takes is like 2 injuries, and then the conversation is this person's injury prone. No?
that he can do with $400,000.
Oh, wait. Beast Mortos!
To victory.
Copyrights.
Cubs right there. Beast Mortos.
Yeah, that's right, boys. I'm the captain now.
The captain.
I'm the captain now.
Ricochet's a fool.
Ladies and gentlemen, the word of the day.
Man, where they at?
Oh, I'm torn. I don't know which team to go for.
This is the team. What you mean?
Well, what you gonna do with $100,000?
Because I like Beast Mortos, and I wanted to win.
Beast and Ricochet. That's a good squad.
I mean, that's insane.
Speedball, Osprey, Kevin Knight, Mark Briscoe.
I know, but Beast Mortos never gets nothing. I love Beast Mortos.
Come on, how could you not love Mark Briscoe?
How could you not love Beast Mortos?
He's amazing. You're right.
What's wrong with you? Exactly. All right. Let me catch up with the super chats here. I left off on Roberto Arsenal here, who says, when Mox loses at All In, I don't want him ever in a title match again. Swerve is untouchable. He loses, he still gets cheered. So that's a good thing.
when he gets out of the world title contention, I agree with Roberto. He needs to be like far away from it at least. You know what I mean? Yeah, 4 times. That's
all
a
you
lot.
need to know.
Right.
4 times. It's already too much. That's why I had kept saying from the very beginning, do not put the title back on Moxley. We've already been here. We've already been here.
Yeah. They went right back to it too. So I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Roberto. We got well-rounded Leo here. What's up, Leo? He says, I hate fans are comparing the Death Riders to the Bloodline. The Bloodline was over and the best thing in WWE for a long time, and it made out of the Usos and Solo. The Death Riders has not gotten anyone over. Okay, so let me just clarify. When me and Reg talk about them doing Bloodline stuff, we're talking about it in the sense where they're trying to be the Bloodline,
right?
As in like the Temu version of the Bloodline. So it's not a compliment.
No,
we're actually complimenting the Bloodline. That's when me and Reg talk about it.
Exactly.
Reg, I've had that discussion before, as in the Death Riders and Jon Moxley try to book their matches like the Bloodline, but it doesn't hit the same way. Now, when other people are saying it, I don't know what they mean, but I feel like for the most part, it's people saying they're trying to be like the Bloodline, but it's not hitting the same way as in the Bloodline. So I wouldn't take it as a diss to the Bloodline.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I've always said from the beginning. I'm like, the Bloodline's doing it. They did it at as best as you could do it. Why would you try to do it over here in AEW, but not as good? It just never makes sense to me. Yeah, it's more like the Bloodline already did it as great as you could. So why would they follow along with that? But it's all whatever it is. It doesn't matter. People are going to compare things no matter what, because they were in a team together, the Shield. It's like a lot of similarities, you know?
Right. Thank you so much, well-rounded Leo. Hopefully that clears that up. And then also he meant to say stars.
Yeah.
I think we got that. Thank you so much, well-rounded Leo. And hopefully that makes you feel a little bit better about that. We got Corey MacArthur in the building. He says, chin up, tits out, and watch for the shoe. The DWO AEW watch along with our fearless leader, Denise, aka Lisa Fatu Salcedo, and the dopest, baddest rapper, Righteous Reg. What up?
Corey, what's up, my G? How are you living? I hope that everything's great. Appreciate you always supporting and sticking around. This is great.
Hell yeah, man. Hope you're having a good one, Corey, because it's kind of a fun time and there's a fun atmosphere in the air right now.
It is. It's April, getting ready for Vegas. It's lit.
Exactly. Also, thank you so much to Corey MacArthur for gifting 1 DWO membership. Very, very cool of you. And then plus Ultra Adrian says, get well soon, Pack. Please get well soon, Pack. And then break out of the damn Death Riders. That's where I'm at. We need 2 things. Him to get better and him to leave the Death Riders. Thank you, Adrian.
Put all that other stuff aside. Strickland is locked in.
We got Broadway Joe here who says, rumor Kenny Omega is closing All In. Mox is not dropping the middle of the end of the card. He's carrying Warner's Discovery for 1 year. I can't do this anymore. I don't think so. I think that's closing the show. I think Will's winning the title at All In.
Yep, same here.
And that's a great way to close out the show.
Yep.
So I expect Moxley's reign to be done by All In. So start your countdown, Broadway Joe. Thank you for the super chat, Joe. Hope that made you feel better.
There you see the ROH champion.
You're forever ROH champion.
And then I will catch up with the rest in a second.
It's about honoring a legend. Billy's young, scrappy. She's got heart. The money train is going to head to All In Texas, where I will become the AEW Women's World Champion. Oh, yeah! And Jamie, you can say you don't doubt yourself because you beat me before, but in the Owen, it's going to be different. Maybe you will be.
That match was hard.
Or maybe I will, because you see, I too am in the Owen Hart tournament. And hey, you never know. You and I could end up facing off. Billy wants her moment.
That's true.
I merely want to fight. Let's see which one wins on Saturday, shall we? Harley, and you know what? Good luck against your match with Athena. May the best woman.
Athena's gonna drag Harley to hell.
Harley, next time I'll do the talking.
Yes. And there you see the updated bracket in the Owen Hart Foundation Women's Tournament.
Let's go.
Renee has advanced to the second round, and tonight
so far my predictions are on point.
One-on-one. and spot in the semifinals on the line.
Stat, baby.
The AEW Women's World Champion will be joining us on commentary. And this Saturday night on Collision on TNT and
hell yeah, Billy Starks and Jamie.
Billy Starks one-on-one in the opening
rematch.
Collision.
Plus Athena and Harley Cameron.
There we go.
This Saturday
Athena's on TV, baby.
With the winner going on to Boston.
Let's go.
Tonight, Dynamite.
Oh yeah, in Boston, 1,000% gonna be Athena and Mercedes.
Oh yeah, for a fact. Oh,
I'm
good.
ready,
We were
I'm ready,
talking
I'm
about
ready.
this last time. Remember, we were like, I wonder if they're gonna do it at I wonder if they're gonna do it at
right now, I understand our
whatchamacallit.
The remarkable
At that show.
Renee Paquette
Yeah.
is standing by. Take it away, Nay.
The Owen Hart Foundation tournament.
Take
we
it
have
away,
Kyle
Nay.
Fletcher moving
Uh-oh,
on. He's the
Hangman.
winner of Hangman Adam Page and the Wild Heart. Actually, Hangman, if I could get a word, how do you prepare for a question mark?
Look, it's a wild card. I don't know who the hell it is. I don't know what you want me to say. Okay, and I'm doing something anyway.
Okay.
He said, I'm doing something.
Oh, he's going to Swerve.
Where's he at?
Ah!
Where's he at?
Not Prince Nana, leave him alone.
No, sit your ass down.
Just
I want to make something perfectly clear. At Dynasty, I was not trying to help Swerve. You understand me? And next week, I start the Owen, and you tell Swerve if he so much thinks about getting in my way, I will pick up with him where I left off.
okay.
I love that. I don't want them to become chummy best friends right after everything that's happened. It should
They're
not
not
be like
friends.
that.
There's something I've been wanting to tell you for the last year.
I like
Now,
it,
I
girl.
can't talk for Swerve, but I really regret what went.
You stop!
Ah!
Don't you say another word. You don't get that.
Good. I like this. I don't want Hangman to be like, oh yeah, I forgive you. Woo.
Hey.
Same for
Nah.
Swerve. I don't want him
Yeah,
to
right.
be just easily, back and chummy with Hangman Paige. I don't think that's the
Nah,
way
it's
it
still
should be.
beef.
You got to work your way there.
The house was burned, you guys. It ain't just all right, it's good.
Right.
We're good after this.
By the way, we got well-rounded Leo here who says Darby does not deserve anything when he returns. I understand missing time for injury, but missing time to climb a mountain is stupid. Okay, first of all, Darby is freaking awesome. And when he comes back, he's going to remind everybody why he's awesome. I don't think that they're going to go to Darby for the title like they probably were originally. But regardless, the man is climbing Mount Everest.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to remember the most if I were Darby.
Regardless.
He's fine. Yeah, he's fine. Thank you so much, Leo.
The crew, not the crew.
All right, and
Walmart Plus.
we're on a
It's
commercial
Walmart.
break now. So, Reg, how's it going?
How are you going? How's it going? Yeah, no, I was gonna talk to you because I saw that you changed your Las Vegas schedule, huh?
Oh my gosh, yes, I did.
What
I
happened?
had to. Well, I was very stressed out about leaving Saturday morning, and it would have worked out, but then Busted Open said that they needed me from 9 to 11, so then I had to change my plans. And then I was just thinking, you know what? No, I can't stay all the way. Like, I don't want to risk taking a 1 o'clock flight to get here at 3 with the show starting at 4. That is cutting it way too close. And with flights and things, and you never know, hey, this could be delayed. I get, I take forever at the airport, my bags or something. I don't know, right? It was just too much. It was cutting it too close. So I just decided to stay all the way through Monday, and then I'm just doing my watch along from the actual hotel so that I can still do what I was planning on doing at home, but doing it at the watch along and doing it at the hotel. And then that gives me Sunday morning to get extra content that I wasn't going to get had I came home.
Smart. Good on you. Great on you.
Yeah, because I was very stressed about that, Reg, like stressed.
That Saturday was gonna be insane, Denise. You would have had to hit every perfect thing on the way home from LAX. No,
every green light, no traffic, all of it
on a Saturday afternoon. Yeah, all right.
Exactly. So it was just too much pressure, and so I altered my plan. So I think I'm good. So I'm feeling good about it.
That's what's up. I'll be there, so I'm excited.
What days are you gonna be there?
I'm there from Thursday.
Oh yeah, you're
to
here the whole
Tuesday.
time. Don't you
I'm
leave
there the
Tuesday?
whole time. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're moving to Vegas essentially.
Something like it. It'll be hot.
I heard someone said it was going to be like 80 degrees or something.
And Vegas 80 degrees is like 100 degrees.
Yeah, you got to be careful. Last time when it was really hot and I was in Vegas, I decided to walk at night. Okay, it was already like 9 p.m. so it was a lot cooler, and I did a walk around the strip, you know, chilling, having a good time. And then somewhere, like just randomly, I stood up and I felt like I wanted to pass out.
It's hot.
Just randomly, it just hit me. 1 second I was fine, and the next I thought, oh my God, I'm gonna die right here. And I was alone too. Like it was one of those solo trips. And I was just there thinking, I'm gonna die on the Las Vegas Strip.
That would have been a horrible way to go. You guys stay hydrated out there. It's terrible. It's dry. It's gross. Like
yeah. Yeah, and you know what's sad? If I would have like passed out in the Las Vegas Strip, no one would have helped me. They would have just thought I was some drunk hussy on the strip.
And
no one would have helped me.
Here she goes. Look at her living her life. Leave her there. It's Vegas too. They would have probably walked past you a lot of times.
Bro, no, I probably would have been like kidnapped and like sold for sex trafficking or something.
Oh no, you're right.
Because you know that's like, you know, a place where that happens.
I am stressed out.
Stay out there, people.
Please be safe.
So anyway, thankfully I made it back to my hometown and was fine. But it was from the heat is what I'm saying. The heat is that bad.
Right. Briscoe. Separate entrances for the baby faces. Osprey.
Sorry, I'm multitasking.
Always. That's all you ever do.
I'm like, wait, can you tell? I'm uploading something. That's what I was supposed to do before the show.
Okay, not a separate entrance.
Like, not a drunk hussy.
Drunk hussy. Yeah. It's the 1930s.
So funny. Everyone's like, did you say drunk hussy? Yes, I did. Come on, Reg. If you seen some person thrown on the floor, some girl in Las Vegas on the strip, you're gonna be like, she partying too hard. She's drunk.
I wouldn't call her a drunk hussy, I think, but I'd probably.
Well, there's other people that are not as nice as you out there, Reg, and someone would have totally called me a drunk hussy.
That's rude. You don't know what that woman has been through.
She passed out due to dehydration, okay?
Exactly.
They were on opposing sides of the ring in the opening round.
Spray.
Absolutely,
All right. I'd like to see everybody in this match interact pretty much. So Speedball, Kevin Knight, Osprey, Leo, Ricochet. Look at that excited little kid.
We got Corey MacArthur here. Says when Denise feels good, then the DWO crew feels good. Also, welcome back, Reg. Hope vacay was lit. You were missed.
It was. I'll never go on vacation
Where's
again.
Reg? And finally, I got tired of answering, so I told everybody you were fired.
Damn, that's crazy. Go on vacation and get fired. That's wild.
Come on, he's fired. He's gone. Bye.
Insane.
Right now.
All right, Speedball starting it.
Oh, yeah, by the way, Desi, thank you, Corey MacArthur. Desi Baby just pointed out that Will flat ironed his hair. Oh my God, he looks like Nick Carter from the Backstreet Boys.
Ricochet maybe poised to pick up right where they left off Sunday night. But Ricochet's trying to get the jump on Speedball.
Look at this, Reg. Read what's on the screen.
Ricochet got his he gets out.
Read it, Reg.
Is that Reg, the guy who was on Twitter during his whole vacation? It wasn't during my whole vacation.
Someone should count your tweets. How much you tweeted in the span of your vacation versus before you left on vacation.
It's not that. It's just like my little tweets. If I do 5 tweets, then it's like they're ridiculous because everybody hates me, you know?
Yeah. You just be causing trouble on Twitter, Reg.
I don't be trying to. I just be talking.
Showing his agility. And now step up work around.
People be so mad.
People got caught here. Well, maybe not. Haley lands on his feet.
Oh.
Now climbs the rope.
Oh, there it is.
Extra speed, extra
It's about to be some spot food, baby.
Yeah, that's why I'm already clapping.
Backed off by those powerful kicks of Speedball Mike Bailey.
Come on, Ricochet.
I just want to see everybody take their turns to tango with these mortals.
Took to the head by
Yeah, me
Speedball
too.
That's all I
when he got
want.
on commentary with us during Dynasty.
He's right next to you again. Maybe he's going to join
Ospreay.
I mean, listen, I saw Speedball coming to the left. I'm thinking,
Yeah, tag him in.
a lot of speed, and here comes Will Ospreay.
He does have that Nick Carter hair.
The aerial assassin, a man.
Ospreay and Leo
says,
Rush.
from what I see, Reg speaks stats on Twitter.
That's it. That's all. I just be talking.
Creeping in, Leo Rush, the cheap shot crew working well together.
Paul says, Denise, you were right to stay out of the chat on Sunday, but damn, Twitter was on fire after the show. Amen.
People were mad
Amen.
and happy and sad.
Yeah. Yeah.
I saw a lot of people being like, "This is it. This is the final straw," and I'm like,
That Ospreay's down in the corner.
"Boo!"
Knox, the referee trying to.
I think people were. I want to say they're overreacting, but like they were. Everybody was like, "That was a great show," but the ending. But they were then there. It's like, well, that was a great show though. Like we should be mad about the ending, but don't forget that it was a great show. Oh, they're doing the FTR stare down.
Conversation we had with AEW Revolution, and AEW Revolution was 100 times of a better show.
Great things
right
here, develop here tonight again. And AEW is looking for a leader in the ring. To me, it's Will Ospreay. Look at it. Off to the truth.
Henry says, unfortunately, Mortals is definitely leading for the pin tonight. That's what I mean. You know what I'm saying?
No, it could be Leo or Andretti.
Maybe Andretti? I don't know. It's gonna be Beast Mortals. They'll always be doing him dirty like that.
I mean, the heels could go over.
Get out of here, Reg.
Yes, FTW.
Ospreay's on my side.
I mean, let's be real. Will Ospreay does not need the money.
Oh.
He should give his $100,000 cut to the other guys.
Who needs the money the most is the question.
Oh, that's mean.
I'm just saying, who is it?
In the ring there?
Probably Beast Mortos, honestly, right? Or Action Andretti.
I feel like there's a few.
Whoever's going to take the pin is the one that needs the money the most,
Beast
probably.
Mortos, it's Action Andretti, and it's Kevin Knight. I think they probably need the most money. They need it the most.
Mm-hmm. Like, Ospreay got a big contract.
Bro, I need the money. Had I known this was on the table, I would have freaking DM'd Tony Khan. Hey, put me in the match, bro.
That's not how this works. So watch Ricochet.
Put me on Will Ospreay's team.
Oh.
Poor Ricochet. Oh, not this shot here. Not this shot here.
To the top of the head. It's good every time.
That was a good camera angle.
They're being silly.
That was funny.
Allow me to inspire you.
But yeah, they should do that. They should do the creator, I don't know, optional, me and you, Reg, versus, I don't know, somebody. So that we can get $400,000.
I mean, if it's for money, then yeah, but I don't, and anything beyond
for money,
that.
I'm there. So fast. Are you kidding me? Fast.
400,000? Let's go. Pull up. Who wants it?
Wrestle you for $400,000, Reg.
Definitely.
Book it, TK.
But it'd have to be like you and I versus like Dave and Brian, maybe. That'd be pretty good.
I was gonna say we need another girl. It would probably have to be Kate, but I don't know. Kate could kick my ass so easily, though.
Yeah, she's tall.
Pretty much everybody be kicking my ass at this point.
Yeah. Everybody got that height on you.
Yeah. All right. Sucks speed. Hey, but if you're tiny, you're fast though.
That's true. But no, they're gonna catch
All right. Let's see. Where am I at here? We got Rounded Leo who says, I'm sorry Darby works for Tony and doing dangerous stuff that's not wrestling related. Taking time off is disrespectful to me. Here's the thing, though. If you are allowed the time off, you can do whatever you want with that time off.
Yeah, the reason that I'm with it is like it's his body, his choice. Like he can do whatever he wants with it. Like I'm not. Like if he wants to go and climb a building and jump out of an airplane, dude, that's his body, his choice. He can do whatever he wants.
Exactly. We got Anthony Giuliano here who says, hey, Denise and Reg, did you have an NXT review last night? Yes, I did. I did an NXT review with Chinadu, and you can go ahead and find that on the live stream. So just go to the live tab, and it says watch along, and then fast forward, and you will see once the overlay is on the screen that the post show has started.
Nice.
Thank you so much, Anthony. We got the Trauma Within. Oh, hey, Jamanica. Jamaica's in the building, says,
Hi,
I'm
my friend.
so excited to see you both next week. My first wrestling event in 2 years, not working in wrestling. Let's be outside. Love you. Jamanica, I can't wait to see you. Me and Jamanica have been talking about how we're going to hang out for like ever and haven't actually done so. And she doesn't even live that far from me.
I was about to say, Jim, you'll see me. I don't know if you'll see Denise over here who's going to be on her laptop in
She'll
some
see me
dark
like this.
corner. Yeah, exactly. Oh, there she is over there. I'm excited to see you, Jim. We're going to have a great time in Vegas. I don't know about Denise. Like, you have to find her somewhere. You know the game. She's going to work.
Hang out with you, Reg, at the show.
No.
Do we ever hang out?
Never, ever. You're always somewhere, always gone in your laptop. I'm like, where's Denise? And like, oh, she's over there working on a video. I'm like, we're at the show right now, though. What do you mean?
Yeah, that's literally me. Everyone always asks, where's Denise? Oh yeah, where's Denise? Where's Denise?
Every time, like, there's all these fun late night events in Vegas. I'm like, Denise ain't gonna go to none of this shit.
I gotta wake up early. I got things to do.
That one time you're at Wale Mania, I was like, what the hell's Denise doing here? She doesn't like these kind of scenes.
I was so sleepy by the end of it.
You were sleepy when you came in. I was like, what is Denise doing here, you guys?
I was just trying to think to myself, when is the appropriate time to go home?
Right.
Yeah, but it was one of those situations where people kept coming, and it's like, oh, I've been talking to this person now for 5 minutes. If I leave now, it's going to be rude, even though I've been here for like 3 hours.
Exactly.
And then when I left, the next day, Will was like, oh, a bunch of things happened when you left. I'm like, bro, I left at midnight, okay?
That one was crazy. A lot went down that night.
See, I'm not involved in anything, Reg, okay? This is why I have no problems. I just be keeping to myself.
I just keep it to myself too. I ran outside to go get high. I'm like, oh, this don't concern me later, dudes.
And we'll see you.
I went outside to
Vegas.
smoke with Jamanica.
Why you gotta blast Jamanica like that? You put her on the spot.
Yeah, everybody knows it.
Ricochet now. Reaching for the tag because I think.
All right, and I'll catch up with the next super chats in the next commercial break.
Leader, he says. So you look out for
Speedball.
Is he a leader or is he an opportunist?
I think it's a rhetorical question, Tony. You don't have to answer. Don't answer.
Rico's taking 20 minutes to get into the damn match.
Waiting as just goes right after Ospreay after finding his feet.
Such a ham.
And now swinging a Bailey, high boot. For Andretti, elbow strike for Leo Rush.
Oh, he did the big Trevor Lee stomp.
Amazing by Ricochet. In comes Mark Briscoe.
There's so much going on in WrestleMania right now. I'm trying to find people to help me on this trip, okay? That's where I'm at right now.
Ridiculous.
I'm trying to poach well, we'll wait. I'm trying to poach people.
Whoop. Oh.
Great count up by the Jet. Now Andretti. Oh, that's reversal by Kevin.
Okay.
The old Rush right there, throwing some hands. The face, Kevin Knight. Reversing, ran into the waiting.
This is awesome, baby. Oh, the crew's going off. Them spinnies. Oh, yeah. What's Action doing? Oh, reverse TKO. Oh, they got Ospreay. Nope.
Bro, Action Jenny just flew to the ether.
Oh, right to the brain, baby. Oh, watch out for Rico.
Damn.
Oh my God.
He really oversold that push. Ain't nobody pushing like that.
Mr. Double Knees. Moonsault double knees.
Man, that was a crash and burn for Speedball.
Melissa, the trivia tomorrow for WrestleMania is 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Got him. Covers the leg is hooked in. No.
Damn.
Great job by Mike Bailey kicking out there. Oof.
That's
Phenomenal
crazy.
Match. Really, you can see what they're fighting for.
Oh, Morto.
And they are going.
He got tagged, which means he's probably about to take the pin. Unfortunate.
Never know, Briscoe. Take a bite out of your ear. That guy's nuts.
Oh.
He was showing the teeth.
Bailey gives that heel, the boot into the jaw of Mortos.
Right to the
Mortos,
mouth.
Undeterred. Bailey as the boot caught. In comes Mark Briscoe.
Oh, double Mooney.
Briscoe landing on her feet.
Mortos is like, so.
The crane kick on Sunday at
Tried to go at the same time. It didn't work. Boss cutter.
Well, I thought that should do it, but here comes Kevin Knight, guys.
Here we go.
Kevin Knight perched on that top.
Beautiful.
Oh.
Makes the cover.
Wow. Hey, it's for 400,000, Denise. This match ain't over.
I know. I would be freaking. I'd be secretly shanking people. Like, ooh, the referee's not looking. Ooh, you're out.
You could do that.
It's 400K on the line, Reg. I'm
Definitely
shaking.
can't do that. Oh, hidden blade. Yeah, that's it.
And there's people here that are like, oh, I probably want to 400K on the line. Ref ain't looking, he's looking that way. He's out. Popping them like tires.
Honestly.
I'm getting me my 400K.
Popping them like tires is crazy.
Days after doing battle at Dynasty, Kevin Knight and Will Ospreay joining forces to get the victory and the $400,000.
What if TK says, here's $400,000. I donated to somebody under your name for 100K each.
To the human fund. I donated to the human fund and all your guys' names.
And all your names. Oh, I would be like, what?
Yeah, give my 100K, TK.
Kevin Knight,
Perfect.
Mark Briscoe, and Speedball Mike Bailey. But
Tony
unfortunately, we have
pointed.
to take you back to what transpired between FTR and the Rated R Superstar Coach this past Sunday at Dynasty.
Spray. Oh, I love this.
A lot of contention.
This was so good.
FTR.
The Death Riders, they have had Rated FTR's number at every turn.
A miscalculation from Adam Copeland.
What the hell did we just see? He's got 2 chairs in his hand.
Dax has lost it.
Oh my God!
That was so good.
This is a man in Copeland.
And then they mocked him.
Yeah, not again.
Was this premeditated?
Not again.
They're trying to end this man's career. This is brutal.
Is this the last time you see Adam?
He has one friend that can help him.
It is widely known that a few years ago, Adam Copeland suffered a neck injury that was thought to be the end of his career. And from what we can understand,
just
that
poached
the
Alex, Queen of the
injuries
Ring,
that he
to
sustained
help me
in
out for
Dynasty have
WrestleMania.
ruled him out
Yeah.
indefinitely, Tony.
Well, I've seen a lot of things in my career, starting with the Four Horsemen back in the 80s and going all the way through what happened on Sunday night. And I've seen a lot of despicable, underhanded, loathsome things. But Dax Cash,
He sounds like such a disappointed dad.
Absolutely.
Right?
The fans are
Tony.
disappointed in you.
Zoom in on Tony. He's the
I
dad.
would even think your young daughter disappointed in what you did.
Brought up his
Ooh.
daughter.
You tried to take him out, end his career. It was premeditated, in my words. I can tell you that right now.
And it was a horrific act that was
It was
absolutely
premeditated,
uncalled for.
in
We
my
wish
words.
Copeland all the best on his road to recovery.
Worse.
All right, let me catch up on some super chats that we get entrances. We got Luke Thornton here. Thank you so much, Luke, for the super chat. He says, hi, Reg and Denise. Recovering from having fun on my birthday with AEW. Want to ask if you think the Death Rider story is worth it if Ospreay becomes champ. Look, I think Ospreay was planned to become champ regardless. I don't think the story is worth it because it's not really about that. Like Will Ospreay, if he makes it to that match, it's because he won the Owen Hart tournament, meaning that it would have been anybody else that was champion would still be in the ring with Will Ospreay. You see what I'm saying? Like that part of the story does not change or alter because if Will makes it, it's from the Owen Hart Cup tournament.
Yeah, I feel like Will Ospreay was destined to be in this spot, and like we could have got here a better way. Like I feel like the Death Riders is not going to hurt what happens with Ospreay, but it could have helped it a lot more than it is. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly. Thank you so much, Luke. That was a great question. We got Servasha E. Thank you so much, Servasha, for the very generous super chat. She says, hi, Denise. Haven't watched AEW in years, but your WWE watch-alongs inspired me to become more involved in the wonderful wrestling community you have created. Keep being great. Oh my God, I'm recruiting people. We have two people here already that have tuned into the WWE like co-shows or watch-alongs, and now they're here on the AEW one. That's great, man. I love that. Hell yeah, Servasha, thank you for the super chat. And I hope you're enjoying yourself, honestly, because I feel like the more you watch, the more you become a fan of things, right?
Of the AEW viewing audience.
Thank you so much, Servasha. Sending you some love. Guys, please welcome Servasha to the AEW watch-alongs, please.
Like, can we get like a little AEW promo code so when people log in to AEW, they're like, Denise and Reg sent me here.
Everyone can call us Paige Shills, Reg. Is that what you want?
They're saying it already. Might as well get paid for it.
And two more challengers got beat down.
Scratch that.
All right. What if Shad Khan offered to adopt you, Reg? Would you say yes?
I'm on my way. Do I need to bring my stuff? No, I don't need to bring my stuff. We're billionaires. I'm leaving all this junk.
You're billionaires, Reg.
Yeah, we're leaving all this junk. I'm new.
You're coming in like little orphan Annie with your little outfits that they give you.
Give me something
little
new.
Orphan Reg. Wait, little orphan Reggie.
The little orphan Reggie. For the big money, I'm down.
I'm dead.
Can you be an orphan at 39? I don't know. Is that how this works?
Celebrate yet another.
I think everybody here would be like, yo, adopt my ass for billions of dollars.
Oh, here comes Mac. Oh, both of them have spring water because they don't drink. So funny.
Member of the Hurt Syndicate, Mac
is it no? They don't drink? Sorry, I'm not up to date. Unless you like put straight edge on your stomach, I'm not gonna know.
Sheldon and Bobby, yeah, they don't be drinking. Have you seen them?
True.
No alcohol go in those bodies.
Yeah.
I think you're right about that. I think that's got me strong. Actually, Shelton kind of looking at each other and then looking at
MJF has some Burberry shoes. Pretty cool. Look nice. I like how he just lines up right next to them.
Starts standing there.
He's in the lineup with these guys.
I'm gonna do that next time. The Los Angeles cheerleaders are out. Los Angeles Lakers cheerleaders out there. I'm just gonna be like,
you guys are gonna get tackled as soon as you try to get down there.
Bobby does not look amused at all.
Hella annoyed.
He does not think MJF is funny or anything. You know what? This is the first week. I gotta call it out. This is the first week that Shelton Benjamin outsuited Bobby Lashley. He has the better suit. First time ever.
Sheldon got him.
Were you thinking the same thing?
I was looking at Sheldon's fit. I was like, hey, that Sheldon fit kind of hard, though. Yeah, he got him this week.
Yeah, sorry, Bobby. You're not the star today. Not the suit star.
Mind you. Because
I mean, Bobby's suit is clean as hell, but Sheldon got him this week.
The Owen Hart Cup tournament so I could sweat my balls off, break my back, wrestle every week like some schmuck? I don't think so, Maryland.
Tedzy says one of these things doesn't look like the other, and Shanika agrees about this.
I'm rolling with the Syndicate. Woo! Daddy gets to cut the line.
I do like how he acknowledged that he wasn't in the tournament.
And that is that triple B, baby.
Awfully presumptuous.
I mean, think about it.
Levels.
This is a perfect business relationship. I scratch your guys' back by helping you maintain your tag team titles. Because let's face it, without my help, woof. And now you guys get to help little old me. It's great. Everybody wins. Everybody wins. So,
they're not going to help you,
Montel,
Max.
serious question. How does the initiation process work? Do I have to sign a contract just like one of those old school Blood Brothers deals?
Shut up, Max. Shut your freaking mouth.
Uh-oh.
Everybody saw what you did last weekend. I didn't see that.
Bobby
at the
Lashley
time,
is also
but
a
when I
wrestler that
turned
would say
around,
Dookie.
I saw
so.
Big Bill standing, so I cut him in half and finished him because that's what we do. Now you tried to help us, which I thought was really cute, but you didn't get the job done. So Max, that is yet another reason why we don't need you.
I love it. I like it. They hurt people. They're not just going to accept anybody.
That's true.
I can point at you. Don't raise your mouth at me. I will slap the piss out of you if you think you're going to talk. Don't talk to me.
Bob?
I will hurt you.
Bob?
I like that fire that Bobby Lashley showed, though. He doesn't usually act like that.
Yeah, no, that's good. I like seeing Bobby Lashley's
Everybody
fire.
just take it easy. Cool off a second.
Sheldon's getting pissed.
Sheldon, just give me a second here, all right?
Sheldon's
Max,
about to drag him.
You know how I feel about you. We go back. We go way back. You guys know how I feel about Max. In order for you to be able to join the Syndicate, you have to get 3 thumbs up. Now, you guys...
I like it. It's a democracy.
It is.
I like that.
Sheldon?
One thumb, one
Here we go,
thumb.
Sheldon. We go way back, baby. Right up.
Come on, Sheldon.
Oh, he said nay.
Oh, in the middle.
Oh, that's not nay? I feel like that counts as nay. Told
Oh,
you.
no.
It's a nay.
Thank you. What is this? Thank you. Thank you.
Lost.
He said peace. No. That was the best part. Bobby's just like, no.
And the piece just like, I tried, bro. Sorry, man.
Listen, I like the process, though.
Me too. Hey, it's a group effort. If it's not, they're not all agreeing, then they all aren't agreeing.
Yep.
That doesn't matter, doesn't it? Yes, sir. There is no fourth member that hurts Syndicate, much to the chagrin of that man.
Okay, now we just got a shot of his shoes. I like how Bobby looks like a politician. He's like pointing at the people.
He did.
Smiling.
He's
About to hug babies.
Let's go. Max is mad.
Oh,
Megan, Bane,
Reg, breathe.
Before, I had
Breathe.
to catch up with you guys.
Breathe, Reg.
Honestly,
Eyes upstairs, Reg.
That was a taste,
A gulp.
but it changes nothing. Everything that this woman has been through is what just erased, all because Tony Storm barely survived. No, everything is just gonna get worse. This division cannot move on because she won't let it. She's gonna be at Collision. And she doesn't care who. She doesn't care how many.
I will make you bow down.
Reg already bowing.
I'm like, you don't need to make me do
Reg
nothing,
on the
but
floor
that makes
right
it better.
now.
Yeah. You're telling me to bow down too, lady? All right. Let's get this party started.
Oh, that's
Jeez
amazing.
Louise,
Everybody
my
in the chat's like,
eyes.
damn, what?
Ooh, man.
Handshake, everybody. I mean, that looks
Jeez
great. What can I say? It looks
Louise.
phenomenal. God, I'm going to put a picture of Megan Bane, just like that screenshot, on my refrigerator. Okay.
Yeah, honestly.
Every time I want to get a bagel, get some potato chips, eat my little tacos, I'm going to look at Megan Bane and be like, yo, no. Get a grape.
Listen, Mama Wayne, we've had a nice run, Mama Wayne. I think you might.
These hoes ain't loyal.
Megan Bain.
Reg,
Hell,
you have
whoa.
ditched Shayna multiple times. She went from being the love of your life, and then you ditched her a month later with
still bad.
Lola. Hold on, I have the records. Okay, it was Shayna. You ditched her for Lola. You ditched Lola for Stephanie Vaquer, and now you ditched Stephanie Vaquer for Megan Bain.
Yeah, I'm back to Megan. She's tall. She got the big hat on. She's strong.
Everyone here that tunes in religiously to these shows knows that
brother,
I am right. I am right.
Have you seen Megan Bain? Oh my God.
King of Strong Style says, I'm mad at you, Reggie.
Jeez Louise, chokeslam me, please.
Chathru says, God damn. Trey Spears says, options.
Dude.
Super
Megan
Pro says,
Bain.
I mean, Reg is picking some good ones.
Hello.
That's so funny.
tall.
Let's see. Marvin Scott says, take me, Queen Megan Bain.
Mm-hmm.
Henry says, great googly moogly.
Carry me. Great googly
That's so
moogly.
funny. And then let me make sure to catch up here really quickly. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Maggie, Maggie said I skipped her in a super chat, but I didn't see one come through, Maggie. So I will double check, but I don't see yours on here. So I will look. And then we got Ben Fossey here, by the way, who says, everyone, can you please follow Denise? She's doing daily content. Keep up the fantastic work you are doing. Ben, thank you so freaking much. I am doing daily content. I have a video tomorrow that is coming out that I'm really excited about. I can't tell you why, but I'm really excited about it. It's mainly because I'm shooting my shot. Okay. I'm shooting my shot. And so we'll see. I don't think it'll work.
Bold strategy, Denise.
I know. And people, when they see the video, they're going to be like, Denise, look at her shooting her shot.
Good for you.
The whole video screams shooting my shot.
Wow. What is it? Now I have to know.
You'll just have to wait and see, Reginald. But Ben, thank you so much for the support, and thank you so much for the super chat. Alrighty, and let me make sure I'm all caught up on here. Oh man, Money Mark says Joey Janela is a legend for this one.
Joey Janela, I don't know what do the kids say these days, Denise? Riz, this guy got it.
Dude, I was gonna say you know how people have mentors, and when you need help with your career, you seek out established people and you get advice. I feel like you should call Joey Janela and be like, yo,
how are you doing this, dude?
How are you doing this? Can you give me some pointers?
It's confidence or something. I don't know how Joey does it, but the dude does it.
We got Lift the Heart, who says Hangman and Kenny interaction incoming. I hope so. It's been a minute since we've seen that.
I'm excited about that. I was wondering if it was going to happen tonight, honestly.
Thank you so much, Lissa, for the super chat. Thank you. Greg Carter, too. Get out of here. Denise finally DM'd me.
Dang, you made a whole video about it? That's crazy.
If I'm single, I would never shoot my shot in anybody's DMs ever.
Why not?
Because I can't take that kind of rejection. They got to come to me.
That's fair. That's fair.
I don't go to them. They come to me.
Very fair.
All right. Because that's horrible. I can't take that. Like, I know guys are used to that, right? They're used to shooting their shot and getting rejected. I would be like jumping off a cliff. If I reached out to my crush and they said, "Ill, no, you're nasty," I would jump off a cliff. So
what about if you had 12 crushes though?
I never had 12 crushes in my life.
If you have 12
just
crushes,
one,
it doesn't matter. You go to you do the one and then you go to the next one when she says no.
That's not how it works in lady world. At least not in my world. It's just the one, Reg. Just the one. I've never been able to like two people at the same time.
Never?
I've only ever liked one person at the same time. Like at one time, excuse me.
What?
I'm just devoted like that, Reg. So
I was like that until like 5 years ago.
Your car, but I did leave my chewing tobacco in there.
Chewing tobacco.
That's right, you were double parked on Saturday.
Yeah, I remember when I was in middle school and high school. My crushes all used to last exactly 1 year. 1 year I would spend in love with one person. And then by the end of the year, it was I'm on to the next person. 1 year.
Yeah, nah. I'm happy for monogamous people like you, but like, nah.
We got Water Tech who says, forget about climbing Mount Everest. Climb Mount Megan. Lord, I'm bowing down. I'm not worthy.
Listen, I'm gonna need 2 to 3 months to climb that mountain too, just like Darby climbing that Megan mountain. Like, I need to train for it first. Plant my flag on top of it.
You gotta plant a little beanie. A little beanie.
Plant a little beanie on top of it. Some little glasses, just like right there. You know who was here.
I love Thunder Rosa pulling up the women's wrestling is alive and well sign.
Nobody goes harder for women's wrestling than damn Thunder Rosa. Always.
Yeah, legit. I don't know who's taking this one. My original prediction was Thunder. Who was your original prediction?
Stat. Come on, this is all stat.
Okay.
Because we could potentially get a Stat and Mercedes rematch in the finals, I think. Part 3.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're so right.
Yeah.
You're so right. I didn't even think about that. Thank you, Juan. We got Grapple Geekery who says Equipo Rosa, Team Thunder Rosa. In case you
I wouldn't be mad,
already.
though. I love me some Thunder Rosa. She's amazing. So she could also.
Thank you so much, Grapple Geekery.
Her and Mercedes would be dope.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. You got to
Sudden
be on
Death
your game.
Jones.
For both these ladies.
I forgot to turn on my fasting clock.
You have a former world champion,
Fasting
a former
clock.
TBS champion going
Yeah, I keep track of that.
Ms.
So
Storm,
that I
you
don't
also
cheat.
have the TBS champion
Stat
in the
with the
tournament,
orange.
the Ring of Honor world champion in the tournament. What a tournament!
Oh, yes.
What is your fasting time?
Honestly, from when I eat dinner to whenever I wake up the next day and eat breakfast, sometimes I do like 12 hours, 14 hours, 19 hours. It just depends on when I wake up.
Depends on the day.
You understand you're timeless, for God's sakes.
Darling,
Yes.
I sure am.
I know.
But I tell you what,
Yes.
looking at this Chris Statlander.
W. Stein says Rhea or Megan. Reg, you are so Megan. It's not. I don't even think there's a question. It's so Megan.
Not even a competition.
Chris Statlander with a triple leapfrog up and over the top.
Oops.
Statlander, nobody home. Thunder Rosa.
Oh.
I just realized something.
I'm done.
I don't think they did this on purpose.
This is Chris
But they are wearing
they're
these
dressed like
casting
Dumb and
colors
Dumber?
from Dumb and Dumber. Yes.
Hey, we're going to be in Texas all week.
As soon as you started saying, I was like, this is Dumb and Dumber colors, I
This
think.
is Dumb and Dumber colors. I wonder if they did that on purpose or if they even realized it.
Really funny if they did.
Ring of Honor's Death Before Dishonor going on Friday night.
So good.
July 12th. It is all in Texas Globe Life Field. You can visit AEWallintexas.com for all the details. As Chris Statlander, big arm drag.
Let's go.
Drop kick takes down.
Boom.
Devin here says Blades of Glory colors.
Also,
I
yeah.
only watched that movie once, so it doesn't really. I didn't watch it as many times as I watched Dumb and Dumber.
Statlander, as I
Very
was
nice.
mentioned both previous times that she competed in the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. She reached the semifinal round, but right now,
Oh,
in jeopardy,
Thunder
she needs that
returned one.
powerful roundhouse kick from Thunder Rosa.
Roundhouse.
Whoa, watch out. Nobody home.
Good thing Statlander moved. That is a lethal kick.
Whoops.
Oh no!
For her.
A little bit of a hiccup there.
Rosa once again missed the first time.
Ooh!
Oh, all the way.
Folded her like a taco.
Mm-hmm.
You got those chaps on too.
What's she going for?
Yeesh.
Oh, the Rey Mysterio.
Evening,
The big sit.
Who is from Texas, which I love Texas because it's big, just like my big package.
The
that
big
no one's
sits.
kicked out of.
No one has kicked out of it. Right now,
Tony
Storm looking
talking
at
about her
kick out.
big
Megan
package.
Bain, the most recent victim of your big
As I
package,
talk about
Miss
the big
Storm.
sit, she
Oh,
talks about
yes.
the big package.
It was a good night, wasn't it? And look at me, still the champ. This champ is still the champ. Right?
Oh,
We heard from Megan
DDT.
Bain a few moments ago. It seems like she may have some unfinished business with you, Ms.
Oh, the
Storm.
crowd split.
Finished in my eyes. I'm not going through that again.
Well, this opening round contest of the
Oh,
Owen Hart Foundation tournament continues. Thunder Rosa, Chris Statlander, one-on-one.
Thunder left the ring. She's like, hold on a minute.
All right, let me catch up here. Maggie says, hey, Denise, do you watch Mario Kart World on YouTube? No, I'm actually not a gamer, so I don't watch anything really that's like game related, to be honest. My only gaming experience was the 2K stuff I did, and that was the extent of it.
I was gonna say, is it over already? Your gamer run is
I'm
done.
It's over. I'm giving my sister back her PlayStation already. It's done. It's over.
2 weeks. You're like,
era.
take this shit out of my house. Take all of it.
Okay. Yeah. By the way, having a PlayStation and all of the wires and everything just made my area look a little cluttered.
Nah, I feel you. It's a lot of wires. It's a lot of things.
Yeah. Every time I pass by, I'm like, oh, all of those wires.
Did the streams hit? Did people like them?
Yeah, they had a good time with them. I did 2 gaming streams. 2 gaming streams and 1 video.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
Yeah. All right. By the way, we got Mike T90K says, how's Dynamite? Too busy watching Luca and the Lakers cook us. Sorry, Mike. I have to laugh because I'm from LA. So
boo. Nobody likes you.
I'm sorry, Reg, that you can't be as good. Wait,
I
who do you root for?
I was gonna say my team is better than your team. I root
What's
for the
team?
Warriors.
Okay. Oh, so you're a Warriors fan. All right, I get it.
Duh.
Okay. Well, I don't know what you do for fun, Reg. Your life is a mystery.
My life is a mystery, and I love it that way.
Yeah, I have some questions. The other day, my husband asked me a question about you, which I cannot repeat here on the air. I'll tell you afterwards. And I said, you know what? I really don't know. I can't even answer that.
I think I know what ballpark you're in, but I'm going to just...
You're like, I'm just going to scoop past that.
Just keep going. The answer is probably...
He's like, how don't you know? And I said, I just never asked Reg. So, I'm way past that now.
You're dead. You can ask anything you want at any moment. I'm an open book, as they say.
Thank you, Mike.
I probably kind of talked about it on this stream here today. I'm like, monogamous, not me.
Wait, how'd you know that was the question I was gonna ask?
Because I'm a person. What do you mean? I know who I am. I know what the conversations are about me.
I don't know if you remember. It was that day that we were on the couch with Will, and he came over and he was talking. Do you remember what you were doing? And then I asked you a question.
Oh, I was swiping.
Yeah, and I was like, "Why are you swiping?"
I'm like, I'm always swiping. What do you mean?
And then I didn't say anything. I was just like, "Oh, okay." And then I just went on with my day.
Because you were like, "Why are you swiping?" Like, what do you mean? Why am I swiping? I'm always swiping. Life is about swiping. I didn't want to assume.
I didn't really know. I mean, come on. How do you just like outright ask somebody? You just don't. So I was just putting the pieces together.
The world's way different these days, Denise. We talk about things out loud now, Everything's out loud. There's no secrets. I have to see what your area looks like too. You start like, oh, there's some of these over here. There's some of these over here.
I did not need to know further.
It's not that bad area.
I already have too much information.
Yeah. There's a couple of them in Denise's area, like 1 to 2 miles away, not too far.
Yes, I'm still here.
That's a pretty good area. There's families, which means there's moms.
Underwrite that message at all.
I said there's families, which means there's moms.
Oh, I see what you mean. That's so funny. Corey McCarthy says, my crush is Kenya Moore all day, every day. Let's go.
You got to say it out loud. That's the way.
Yeah. Thank you, Corey McCarthy. Yeah, but when I say Gerard Butler Sue, everyone yells at me.
Gerard Butler sexy. I think about that all the time. That's such a funny bit.
She dropped me on my head and I lost 3 inches.
Gerard Butler sexy. I'm like, why does Denise search the internet like a 13-year-old kid? It's so
Same
good.
thing happened with Megan.
Megan Bain.
Yes. Mighty Meg. Main event Meg.
You defeated
my favorite was Gerard Butler.
Dynasty.
I sure did.
Blowing the big package.
Oh, yes. The big package. It always does a trick.
Man.
Sorry,
thank you for the love.
Oh, they're hooping. Thunder's doing some shit. Oh, no. Oh, did the deed.
Neon Paradox says he swipes people.
He swipes people. Big swiper.
Chicago
Swiper, don't swipe me.
Chuck West says Reg out here leaving a trail of bodies.
Good kick out by Rosa.
I'm dead. That's too funny.
We swipe people.
We may have mentioned this before, champ, but how do you combat a power like Chris Statlander?
Well, that's a good question.
What
would I do?
Yeah.
Well,
Thunder says it's over.
Very quick and athletic. Yeah. I mean, Chris Statlander very similar,
going for the
stylistically speaking, to Megan Bain.
I am, but look at those juicy muscles. What is it with all these women and these juicy muscles?
That's what we're thinking too, Tony.
Thunder Rosa countering out the fireman's carry from Statlander. Now Thunder Rosa floats over.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh.
Thunder has been looking really good in this match.
Thunder's hooping today, you guys.
She came in and she was like, hey, you guys forgot about me? What?
This is what I'm talking about.
Hold on 1 second. Reg, take over.
You need that. You need a good base like Chris Statlander. That's why this is working out a lot. But no, Thunder Rosa's like, I'm about to hoop today. They're counting me out of this. What's she gonna do? She's throwing up gang signs now. Oh, big knee. All right. Yep. No, close one. Only 2. No, you can't. See, when you start getting down on yourself, Thunder, that's when it's over.
Right now. And of course, the finals of the 2025 Owen Hart Foundation tournament take place at Double or Nothing on Sunday.
Double or Nothing.
Desert Diamond Arena, Glendale, Arizona, the winner.
Oh, big slap. She said it's nothing personal, but it is personal. Oh, lariat. Stats trying to finish her. Saturday night.
Uh-oh.
That's it. It's over. Yep. Statlander. That was a good match. That's like the best I've seen Thunder look in a long time, you guys. I don't know if it was because she was in there with Stat or what it was, but that was great.
All right, hey, what's up?
All right, hey, what's up?
Sorry, I had to, dude. It's been 2 streams back to back where I've had to take freaking phone calls.
Unbelievable. These people should know your schedule.
They don't. Nobody knows my schedule. Nobody.
Unbelievable. Women's wrestling is alive and well after shit like that, brother.
Yeah, I saw Chris Statlander pick up that victory.
That was good.
Okay, so then they're gonna do Chris Statlander. Let me see, Chris Statlander, Jamie, I assume.
Stat and Jamie Hayter.
And then I still think Jamie should defeat Chris though. So then
Yeah,
it'll be Jamie and Mercedes, I think, in the finals.
Yeah, actually, that does make more sense. It should be Jamie that wins on last
Yeah,
time.
I think so too. I think so too.
Because people have been waiting for Jamie to get an opportunity still for a long time at this point.
Yup. Well, because I mean, she got injured when she got the championship not too long after. So we kind of were left like her reign feels incomplete.
It does. It didn't feel like it was real, honestly, at this point.
Yeah.
All signs are
Oh
pointing.
my God, Kyle Fletcher's glasses.
Cool. Final for the
He's
Don
great
Callis
stuff.
family in the Owen Hart tournament. I mean, the protostar here, he already beat that degenerate Mark Briscoe. And even though Brody King got one over on the Don Callis family when he beat Lance Archer, I can tell you, my word, it shan't happen again.
What?
Because we've got valuable intel. And you're in the ring, Brody King.
Bro, is that
Alpha.
cut on
Look at
Don
this
Callis permanent?
I mean,
He's had it for
in
like
their 20s,
forever.
It's forever. I don't think it's ever going away.
Yeah, that's from his feud with Kenny,
Very
huh?
healthy young
It's
man.
been a while.
A couple other members of the Don Callis family. So
Deep
I'm gonna
ass
put
cut.
it out
Usually
there
cuts go
officially
away
today.
though. It still looks like it
No,
just
yeah.
happened.
Family, given the
How many
rash of
wrestlers haven't
injuries
we
that has
seen
taken
with
place,
far worse
is
and
now
theirs goes away?
accepting potential new members. Send your resume.
Oh,
Send your
Oh,
bank
what?
Trying to
New
recruit.
members?
bank account number
Look at
because as
Kyle's
these
face.
guys have proven, this is straight to the top.
Who could it be?
Oh man, Don Callis onward and upward.
Um,
He's on to the next man. Next man up. Someone gets hurt.
Have a night.
Bank account.
Although I was expecting him in the Hurt business.
He's always been a Connie.
No, because I think he stays a
evasive
baby
also this
face.
past Sunday when we faced with the very real
I don't know.
possibility that the finals of the 2025 Owen Hart Foundation
What are
tournament
we
could
thinking?
be Konosuke
Who's
Takeshita
kind of in that
versus Kyle
same
Fletcher,
level? Like,
family
remember the
versus
guys
family.
we talk about
Don
with
said
Kyle
he didn't want
Fletcher
any
that he's
part of
already
that, but also
surpassed all
taking
those
place
guys?
this
Hey,
past
what
Sunday
about
at
heel
Dynasty.
speedball?
17 years in the
Nah.
the very city where he began
There's the
his
Canadian
pro
connection.
wrestling
That could
journey.
work.
Adam Cole
I don't know. I mean, he's gonna have to be different on AEW. That's different.
And right now,
That's true.
let's hear from the new champ.
I think we need more strong heels anyways.
There's been a
So.
lot of ups and downs for us in AEW, boys. And since I joined the Undisputed Kingdom,
Oh,
we've
yeah,
been
that's right,
chasing
Adam Cole's
that one
champion.
moment. Pick things
What'd you
up.
think
Oh
of
yeah,
that
that's
match?
right.
Huh? What'd you
Tell
think
the
of that
world
match?
We already know.
I thought it was fine. I thought it was
after moments.
I like both the guys. That's the thing. So I'm
Speaking
like,
of
it's
moments,
cool.
Kyle,
But
I think
like,
it's about time
Get out of here,
that we
Reg.
have our moment.
I think it was a match
Because
placement. It
excellence
should have been
is
like the
not
second
just
match of the
defined by
night,
your
you know?
successes. Excellence is defined by how you
Bro, that
handle
match could have
your
happened in my
failures.
living room and I would have felt the
past 2
same way.
years, I've been through hell and back. They were 2 of the most challenging years,
I don't know
not
what
just of
that
my
means.
career, but of my life. And now I stand before you.
It could have happened in my living room and I felt the
TNT,
same
your
way.
new
I don't know what that
AEW
means.
TNT champion. And trust me when I tell you, this is just the start for the 3 of us.
What it
Because it's a
means?
new era here in all elite wrestling because we are the Paragon, and that is
That their new name? So are they undisputed? Are they Paragon? What are they? What were they before? The United Kingdom or something? What was the United or something?
The
What was
United Undisputed Kingdom. The United Kingdom. Oh God, why are we doing this?
No, so what I meant by that is, hey, think about it. If someone wrestles in your living room, you're gonna be like, oh shit, let's go.
Oh, okay, I got you. Even if it was in your
Right.
living room, you wouldn't be excited. Okay, that makes
No,
sense.
exactly. It's exactly what I meant. The guy
Why
Chris
is this
Ramos
happening?
says they trademarked that name months ago. I did not even see that.
They have a name already, though.
Yeah, but you want to know why they probably had to change it? Because it was a dud. They
You don't
had
like
to
the
change
Undisputed?
it. Like, no, I'm saying like the group. Like, it had too much of a dud feel. They had
But
to
the
change it up,
Paragon name,
probably.
the
I don't know,
Paragon
it's on
name,
the
I think
assumption.
stinks for them. I think it's even worse than Undisputed.
Yeah, but at least I'm sorry. It's just that to me they're the Undisputed Kingdom or whatever.
That's what
is
they're
it
gonna be
called?
forever.
Undisputed Kingdom.
Yeah, the Undisputed Kingdom
Okay.
or the Undisputed Era. I don't know.
No, the Undisputed Era was
I am the
NXT.
legendary
Oh,
Chris
shit.
Jericho.
The United Kingdom.
But I am no longer the Ring of Honor World
Somebody said,
Champion.
"Where's Matt Taven?" I think Matt Taven doesn't work here anymore, right?
On Sunday, I
I
lost
have
my
no
match.
idea.
I lost
He
my
was still
tooth,
there.
I think that's a thing that he don't work here no more.
and I lost
I
my
don't
title.
know.
And even though it's very disappointing to me, I have to give credit where credit is due. Congratulations, Bandito. You pulled it off.
Grapple Geekery says, "Pray with me, people. Break up."
After months of conflict,
Grapple
with one of the
Geekery, I'm hoping
greatest
so
pro
bad
wrestlers
he
of
gets
all
Big Bill and
time,
Brian Keith out of there and says, "Leave, please."
Bandito was victorious. He won the title and he saved his mask. Of course, with the assistance of his intrusive siblings and his stooge of a mother. But I get it. He's got his family, and I got mine.
Where are they?
So I'm going to bring him out right now. Please welcome.
You think we get
Big
your song?
Bill and
No.
Brian Keith.
Big Bill, the
See?
Redwood, Bad Apple,
Yeah,
Brian Keith, the men that challenge.
I was waiting for it. I was like, "Bad apple."
He came out to Big Bill song on the show, and I was like, "What is this shit?"
Then we'll find out. We're going to continue.
Brian Keith needs to fight harder to get his song out there.
Under Brian Keith and Big Bill, and ultimately they were
Chris
unsuccessful,
Jericho.
challenging the Hurt Syndicate for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. But MJF, that right hand, that Dynamite Diamond Ring, that undoubtedly played a role in how that match
Big Bill's hair looks
out.
great, at
Big
least.
Bill and Brian Keith gave it a shot.
Big Bill's hair.
Big Bear's
Big
hair.
Big Bear's hair.
Big Bear's hair.
Big Bill knows
Bro, he's
what it's like
bigger
to
than
be
the
a World
TV.
Tag Team Champion in AEW.
You know, I was hoping that all 3 of us would have championships here tonight because I was hoping that the 2 of you would win the AEW World Tag Team Championships at Dynasty. But you didn't do it, did you? And that's why I wanted to.
Yeah, I think everyone kind of feels like this. Like this feels like a breakup segment, like Rowdy the Cat here says.
Do it, do it, do it.
Break up, break up.
Look, Chris, I already know what you're going to say. You're angry, and you have every right to be angry. I'm angry. In fact, I've been getting real angry a lot as of late.
What does that mean?
He needs to hear this, and I
He
know
does.
that you know that because we have spoken about this.
Damn, they had a group chat without him.
Wow.
Chris, I have the utmost respect for you. You are one of the
BK
greatest
needs to use
of
his own
all
entrance music.
time. You are one of the most decorated performers ever in the history of this industry. And that is why I decided to join the learning tree, because I wanted to learn from you.
Nah, really?
But
thank you for explaining the learning tree to us.
I was wondering what this all
not
meant,
sign
Big
up
Bill.
to be your punching bag whenever things go wrong.
Finally, Big Bill standing up for himself.
Thank God.
So, if we are out here so that you can teach us something, by all means, go ahead.
Teach it.
Teach.
Okay.
But if we are out here so that you can berate us and publicly humiliate us, then let me know right now.
Sounds like an ultimatum.
And I can leave.
That's an ultimatum.
That's an
And I
ultimatum.
know
Yeah.
Brian feels the same exact way.
You better feel the same way, BK. Don't be playing.
I was about to say, well, remember they called him his little girlfriend? So I guess wherever Big Bill goes, Brian Keith goes.
Do ya? Because that's not why I brought you out here. That's not why I brought either one of you out here. And if that's what you think, then you have a lot more to learn than I thought. I believe in you. And when I said I wanted you to win the world championships, I meant it. Because I care about both of you.
All right.
I handpicked both of you to stand by me, to teach you, to help you, and believe me, I don't have to help anybody in AEW if I don't want to, okay? But you have potential.
That's a
You're
fact.
future world champions. And that's why your victories are my victories. And your failures are my failures. And that's why I'm empathetic to you, Bill, for not being there for me on Sunday when I needed you most. I lost the Ring of Honor Championship, and you weren't there. Some might say it's your fault that I lost that match.
Kick this guy in the mouth, Big Bill.
But I'm not saying that. I don't believe that at all. It's okay. Because I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed.
Whoa. We apologize for Chris.
Jericho's doing a rage room activity.
Yeah, what is this?
Look at Big Bill's face.
And until you change that, I think it's best that I leave.
Yeah.
Not the fans chanting, disappointed.
Yes.
Disappointed.
Nah.
Oh, wait, he just said he's leaving.
He said, until then, I'm leaving.
He just needs to cool
Where
off.
is he
What do you
going?
mean by just leave? It's just, I don't know. Yeah, you know what? I don't know what that means. I've seen known Chris Jericho since '97, and Taz, you've known him a long time. I've never seen him.
Leaving? Nah, they're gonna call him back. Look, if Brian's trying to persuade him to call him back. I think he's gonna rip up that kid. No, he actually signed it.
Wow, look at
I
that.
thought he was gonna sign it and rip it.
He didn't. Suck on a maple leaf, buddy.
And switching gears here, let's take you back to the Dynasty
Brian
Zero
Keith
Hour.
does
The
not
Max
look
Caster
pleased, by the way.
held his open challenge
I think
and
he
was
might
met
be a
with
little
very
upset
surprising
about
opponent.
this.
That's stuck. Sorry,
Who can
stuck.
survive the best wrestler
Well,
alive?
Grapple Geekery, it looks like your
here in
manifestation is at least half true.
What was the point of that?
What do you mean? What was the point of that? Oh wait, I'm sorry. This is not a commercial break. This is the promo.
5-tool player
Yeah.
has finally arrived.
Can we get the match right now? It's happening.
Well, I got 5 tools.
Caster about to find himself in a world of trouble.
One rule,
Bowens, a haymaker.
and that's prove.
There's only one thing I hated about this return,
Anthony Bowens.
and it's showing right here on the screen.
Refresh will be facing
Why the fuck is
Oh, he's still
Billy
with
Gunn
Billy.
still here, dude? Get the fuck out of here.
That's going to be an obstacle to overcome for sure.
Billy Gunn out
For
of
sure.
there. For why? There's no reason in the world.
Hey, yo, Brody versus Takeshita. Let's go.
No, I'm mad.
I don't know why I'm acting like that's new information.
Yeah, it's not new information. There it
I
is.
know, but I got excited. I'm sorry, I got excited.
Dominant Ring of Honor Women's World Champion Athena with
I'm actually pretty.
Mercedes
Hey, that was Hurley Cameron's other dream opponent, Athena. She said
There
it
you
in my
go.
interview. She was like, "Oh, my dream opponents are Mercedes Moné and Athena," and then
There you
Chris
go.
Statlander, I think, was the other one. I think it was Chris.
She's working her on Saturday.
Guys, I'm here with the Hurt Syndicate. Now, over the last few weeks, we've seen some interesting interactions with MJF. So where do things go from here?
Why are we talking about MJF?
Yeah,
Everybody knows MJF is not to be trusted.
I just
And
got
after
the
what he said
comedy
out there tonight,
of this.
listen, I don't like him, and we don't need him.
You're right. We don't need anybody. But little George Costanza is kind of funny.
Oh no, he's winning over Shelton Benjamin.
Look, right now we're trying to come in. Excuse me.
Honey, this is a AB conversation, so why don't you see your little skank ass out of here?
Uh,
You around. I'm so sorry to say that, Martel, but I got to be honest with you. I'm a little bit perturbed. Okay, can I ask you a question? Plain and simple.
Sure, go ahead.
Do I look like a female dog to you, Montel?
No, Max, what's your point?
My point is, then why do I keep getting treated like some punk bitch? Okay? Do these guys not know who the hell I am, Montel?
I don't think they do.
Okay?
That's the problem. They know exactly who you are. Your reputation precedes you. Now, this is business. We're businessmen. In the world of business, you get your consumer, you find out what they want, and you give it to them.
Speaking of subliminals.
All right, well, we got a quick break here, but before we get back to some AEW conversation, the Masters are back and there's money to be made. Golf's most iconic tournament tees off this week, and MyBookie is the ultimate spot to cash in on every swing, upset, and Sunday charge. Outrights, matchups, live betting, long shot bombs with MyBookie money bag. If there's an edge, you'll find it here. Not only that, but this weekend also coincides with UFC 314. If you're new to MyBookie, I've got something you're going to want to take advantage of. Deposit any amount, $50 up to $2,000, and get half matched instantly with promo code Denise. No waiting, and you don't need to bet to receive it. Just bonus cash right away. If you got to read on Augusta or just want to take advantage of a Michael Chandler boost for UFC 314, now's the time to fire. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere, only with MyBookie. The link in the description box below. All right, we're back. Yay!
Live read, baby. What's up? Who knows about it?
First live read too from MyBookie. I did it.
Live read in the building.
Man, Bro, if I was in promo class, I'd be getting so nervous.
Yeah, straight up. It's hard. Go for it. Go for it. Do this in front of Bully Ray and The Undertaker.
That's hilarious. All
Cut
right.
your best front in front of The Undertaker promo right now.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Let's see what else we got here. What's everyone saying? Let me catch up. Let me give some shout outs, by the way. I haven't given any shout outs yet today.
Yeah, shout outs.
Yeah, let's see who do we got in here. We got Sask Ryder, AB Johnson, Creighton Robs, Young Jay Nice. I got it.
There you go.
Told you I would not forget. I would not forget. Let me see. We got Big G. We got Marvin Scott too. Eggsy Trek Jedi. Richard Martinez. Come on, keep them coming in. If you want a shout out, this is it right here. We got Brendan in the building. He says, "Hey, Denise and Reg, how are you both? I'm doing good, man. Feeling good. I'm excited for Las Vegas. I got a lot going on the next couple of weeks. I think from now until like the end of May, it's just going to be like very busy."
Oh, yeah. That's great for you. Maybe me too. It's a lot going on in these next couple of months. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, we got Fernando Zayas, Mike Centeni. We got Miss WWE Girl 2. We got Stony Andrew. Sorry, I was reading both Stony and Andrew at the same time. Stony Angel. We got Andrew Tam. Let's see. Who haven't I shouted out? Juan Ortega, Rated TVMA Lewis. See, Young Jay Nice says you didn't forget. I was had forgotten one of the last times on the other streams, and then I remembered the stream.
Never forget.
Watch out. Oh, what's up, Omar? All right, we're back on the show.
We're back.
I'll continue shout outs later on. Mo, KJ, Tracy, Henry, Ebony, Six Maxwell, Yashiro, Adrian, Larice. Oh, he's still going to town, Jericho. Smashing everything. Were those sodas? Bro, you should have brought those to my house. Dang.
Come on.
You know how much those cost? You got to get them on sale.
And unhinged. Chris Jericho continuing his, shall we see,
again, what was the point of that? Why do we need to see him driving off after hitting a thing of sodas with a baseball bat?
You know what I think? They're trying to fill some more time because the Swerve pack match.
Oh, that could be a thing.
Yeah, come on, Reg. Put your production thinking hat on.
Sure.
Oh, also, Drew Turner brings up a good point. He says, so does this mean Jericho is gone? Him leaving in the car?
Is that what they're trying to signal?
That's what they're trying to tell you, that he's gone for now.
Okay.
Maybe he's going on vacation.
Okay.
Christian Ramos says, I think Jericho's heading out on tour. Oh, maybe. I don't know. I don't ever look at his tour schedule, so maybe. But everyone's predicting Fozzy tour, says Kirill Hassan. That used to be a thing in WWE. Like, he would always be gone when it was his Fozzy tour.
Right. It doesn't work like that anymore. Usually when he gets Fozzy tours, he's still here.
I didn't realize Fozzy was still touring, to be honest.
They are.
So that's where I was kind of missing the boat on.
Along with back, obviously, but yeah, I mean, like.
All right, I'm going to turn off the AC.
We're going to have the hands full here.
She's cold.
Both teams are kind of evenly matched up in essence.
Is this guy with a thumbs out, is he another Don Callis impersonator?
It
Black
started
Don
at
Callis.
80 degrees. Now it's 70 degrees. 70 degrees is it's too cold for me
Mr.
now.
Mac.
Yeah. Oh, look, there's the guy with the cute shorts, according to Reg.
Cute shorts.
It's Huck, cute shorts.
He hasn't worn those cute shorts since then.
What?
He hasn't worn those cute shorts since I said that.
Dude, you still remember the shorts?
Yeah. They were like silver with purple. They were cute shorts. I don't remember. I don't forget.
I don't even remember the shorts.
Yeah.
They really made an impression on you.
What? They were cute shorts. What do you want from me?
That's funny. Armand says Fozzy's going on a 25th anniversary tour starting on April 27th. Okay, that makes sense.
He needs to start preparing for that.
Actually, it was just over a year ago. He was AEW World Champion.
See, if Jericho can take time off to go tour with Fozzy, Darby can take time off to go climb Mount Everest. And Reg could take time off to go to Hawaii.
You might be right about
that.
for sure.
All of us great legends can do things like that.
Those two men against each other. For sure.
Me, I stay here so that I can pay my bills.
For Samoa Joe.
Money.
Well deserved. Yuta kicking it off against Joe.
Drop step there by Wheeler Yuta, Samoa Joe.
Yuta's got to try to just
Man,
split this
I
here
hate
against
Wheeler
Joe, giving
Yuta.
up sides.
My least favorite person on the whole AEW roster.
Joe will not let go.
Joe maintaining control of the wrist. Wheeler Yuta, but Yuta.
That's good heat, baby.
Who's your least favorite person on AEW's roster?
Highly proficient technical wrestler, and that's only increased since coming under the tutelage of Jon Moxley.
Oh, that's a good question.
And Pac.
I don't know if I have one.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Nah, he's smart.
Least favorite?
He's gotten under my skin.
He pissed off. He knows he pissed him off. Yeah.
If I had to choose, like if there's like one,
Shot at Samoa Joe.
the fool we just saw.
I figured. I was like, I'm not surprised he hasn't said Chris.
Like if it was just like one wrestler, you're like, who? I'd probably say Jericho.
Mine's is Wheeler Yuta.
After that blow.
Yeah.
Samoa Joe.
Oh, now he wants Claudio
Big
in.
man coming in. Big Claudio.
Claudio Castagnoli. Say the two heaters for each team.
I want to see these guys go
Big
one-on-one.
powerhouse Veterans right here. Super credible, tough veterans.
Claudio.
No.
Uppercuts. Oh, Samoa Joe returns for a
damn.
chop. And now the quick right jabs.
Yeah, Pat.
Whoa, damn.
Quick hands, those jabs.
And Samoa Joe was gone too for Twisted Metal.
Yeah, he was.
Claudio that way, I'll tell you.
That's all
A lot
I've
of
got.
people
I'm like,
out.
that's all I've got.
They give people opportunity to step up and get their chance.
Yeah.
Corner, the enziguri. I mean, it's a staple of Joe's offense, but it's something, Taz, that for an athlete the size of Joe is
Young Jay Knight says Wheeler looks like he hangs out with grandmas all day. Nah, it looks like he hangs out just with nobody all day.
Grandmas.
Yeah, pound for pound.
Even the grandmas are like, nah, we don't want to hang out with you, Wheeler. And grandmas love everybody.
Work smarter, not harder. Now German suplex.
Hanging on. Good grip. Strength there.
Jericho says Denise's favorite Wheeler Yuta. Oh my gosh.
Yuta.
Marvin Scott agrees, says I freaking hate Yuta.
No, he's earned it.
Ben says she loves him really. Oh
Yeah.
no.
This is like me with the Death Riders. Like you really in secret think they're the best.
Get out of here. I so badly want to get these scissors and just clip the damn hair.
Why? What's wrong with his hair?
Weird. It's awful, Reg.
That gets his hatred even more.
My first match is in professional wrestling.
Please let me get my hands on that hair.
For him, it was just a Friday. Now Hook back and Wheeler Yuta up to the corner and fans. We're going to stick with the action. Our main event
Jay Grouse
as
says
long
Denise
as
is
it
an
takes.
avid
Means going
Wheeler
past the
Yuta,
top of the
Eddie
hour as
Thorpe, Anji
Burns
Chase,
into the corner.
carrying
Wheeler
cross
Yuta.
stand.
Great night, guys. Top to
Carrying
bottom.
cross, the Eckers.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Now Yuta out to the floor. Yuta on the boot.
Defcon says, anyone else see the wrestling horror movie called Dark Match?
Wheeler Yuta goes down.
No, I've heard of it. I think Chris Jericho's in it. Oh.
No, I'm out of the loop on this one.
Guys, nothing that.
All right, we're on a commercial break. All right, let's see what else we got here. Let me go through some more comments. Throw out any questions or anything so me and Reg can have
main event choice, don't you think? Like this tag match is the main event.
Realize it's the main event.
Mm-hmm.
What are we going to talk about today, Reg?
I have no idea. What happened on the show?
Things.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, that part, we could talk about that part for a minute. That was interesting. But the rest of it was like, it was some fun matches on here.
I'm sorry, but in my mind, we still had like 2 more segments. The show went right before my eyes.
It's over. It's over in a few minutes.
Oh,
the Swerve and Pac thing being cut short, that affected things.
No, but still the show flew by.
It did. It was fast.
Damn.
I don't even remember everything that happened. Okay, the women's match, that 8-man. Okay, I do remember.
Okay, if you had to do right now a show without no notes, no references, and just your brain and what you remember, the podcast would be.
It probably would just be that segment, the Young Bucks and Kenny and Okada and Swerve.
Yeah,
And Logan Paul. They keep showing this stupid Paul Brothers thing.
I haven't
so
gotten
annoying,
that at all, not one. By the way, we got Brandon here with a very nice super chat. Thank you so much to Brandon, who says, I wonder if they will turn this into a Big Bill and Bad Apple face turn with Chris Jericho leaving, so they will be faces when Jericho returns. Oh, I'm pretty sure. That's kind of how I felt watching that.
Oh yeah, and then he could come back and be like, try to get the band back together because they've like gone on to bigger and better things, and they could tell him to fuck off. Yeah, that actually does make sense.
Yes, like once they're thriving,
maybe
they get the tag team titles, and then they're thriving.
And then he comes back and he's like, this is what I was talking about. And they're like, nah, we don't want this. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I can see that being a thing too. Brandon, yep, you're on to something. Thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, here we go. Satsquare 2 says, Reg's thoughts on Dynasty. Shoot.
I liked it, most of it. I thought the triple threat match was really awesome. There was some things in there. Triple threat matches are hard to do. So for them to try to put together a really dope way to structure the match, I thought was great. The ending was so disappointing. As I was watching the main event, and then there was moments where it's like, okay, Swerve could potentially win this. Like he could do this. Like I thought for a second that it was going to happen. And then like the plunder started happening, plunder. Then when the lights went out and the Young Bucks showed up, I was like, oh, this is over. This is not the way that I would have booked the angle, not the way that I would have came into this, but I do understand. And for them to try to tell the story on the show today, I thought was interesting. Mercedes and Julia, people were very on the fence about that. But sometimes wrestling matches, when they're 100% everything's going good, like you're hitting all the spots, those are great. Sometimes we have Osprey spots matches that are like 100% everything is getting hit. But then sometimes we watch so many matches, I like for there to be a little bit of struggle. There's a little bit of like, this is a real fight. This is like, I don't know what's going next. I don't know where I'm going to be at. Like, just kind of, it feels real. And that's what that match felt like. It wasn't the best Mercedes match you'd ever see, but you need to have matches like that, I think, for, your resume, for your history. Like, that was a learning experience for both of those.
Samoa Joe trying to lean in, trying to get the tag.
It wasn't the best AEW pay-per-view, but it wasn't the worst,
Good review. Thank you, Reg. Thank you, Stats Rider. All right, we're back on the show.
And the flurry of offense shut down. The cover's made.
Hook is still the exact same wrestler that he's been. Like there's nothing. Like there's nothing that's changed. That's what I'm saying. Like it's not. There hasn't been any improvement, but there also hasn't been anything negative. Like it's just like the same guy that he's been. I don't know if that's a good thing.
Maybe there's going to be something with the Death Riders after this.
Trying to battle out of the corner. The Death Riders trying to make the
that's the only explanation I can get.
Because there's no way they're just going to end the show with either the Ops or them being like, woo!
I'm guessing the Death Riders are going to try to get revenge for the Ops coming down.
Get to Joe in the street. Beautiful T-bone there.
Oh, I didn't take my allergy medication today because I thought I was good to go, and they're just hitting me right now.
Allergies.
Like, why? At 7 o'clock? Who gets allergies at 7 o'clock?
Nighttime allergies.
Why nighttime allergies? I was good the whole day.
And you're like
why?
Inside, all kind of stuff. Why would you not?
God.
He was looking at Hook, and Yuta was able to take advantage, but now Yuta got taken over the top by Hook. But Joe was taken out.
Right, nobody home for Hook.
And he's had a lot of
Where's Joe? Where's Joe? Will we ever know?
No one to tag though.
Well, Joe's hurt, guys.
Joe's down.
As we talked about those blindside shots, when you don't see it coming, that's the worst. Joe
oh no. Hook said, Joe.
Man, that was close.
Hook died.
Like a freight train coming at Hook. Giant Claudio there. And now you can sense. They know they got him.
Yo!
They got him. The combination unit.
1, 2. That was it.
Determination Hook is up.
That looks like a 3.
That left shoulder came up. Yuta thought he had him. The last possible moment. Referee Bryce Remsburg confirming it was just a 2 count. It was a deep 2 count. So it snapped here on the outside.
I hope the Ops win.
They're not going to. I think.
They should.
Oh.
Death Riders just got a victory. I think it's got to be the Ops. They have had no big wins as the group, right? Have they? And if they do, I don't remember. So they need one now. Oh, shit.
Oh, my God.
I thought Mox got stuck there for a second.
No.
He didn't, though. He just went back into the ref.
This is
That's how
not
the Death
awesome.
Riders work. They work as a unit cohesively. Moxley now steel chair in hand. Barking orders to Wheeler Yuta and the ref.
Okay.
Who is it?
Oh, it's Shibata.
Shibata.
Redemption for Shibata. Absolutely some payback. Hook inside the ring. He's got Red Rum locked in. Yuta's trying to break the
Oh, good. Come on, Hook. Get his back. Get him, Hook. Get him, Hook. Tap, tap, tap.
Hated it.
Hey, at least Hook won, all right, with Samoa Joe.
I don't think Hook should be tapping out Yuta if I'm keeping it real.
I think he should be.
Mm-mm.
Why shouldn't he
What,
be?
what has he done to earn beating this guy who has all this heat?
Bro,
What the fuck has Hook done to
not
earn
gonna sit
beating
here
this fool has in this
and
heat?
there is more interest in Hook becoming a star on this show than
No,
there
there
is
is
on Wheeler
not.
Yuta.
There
Yes,
is
there
not.
is. Let me
No
ask
one
chat
in the
right
world
now. Here in the chat, who do you want to see more of? Hook?
Nobody
or Wheeler
in the
Yuta?
world beyond Taz wants to see Hook as the
Hook
main event.
or Wheeler Yuta? I'm gonna wait for the answer.
Nobody is in. You're not even interested in a fucking Hook run.
Hook. Aaron
0%. Zero. And if you like, if you watch
Liam
this Hook match,
Paradox. Hook.
if you watch this Hook match and
Adrian,
think I
Hook.
want to see more Hook, you're drunk. Because
Well,
that
they
was
just
horrible.
killed him, so clearly
He
not.
He hasn't improved as a wrestler. Like
But
what?
you
What?
give opportunities, bro. They have been
Yes,
hanging
they
out
have.
back waiting around.
Every time he has a match, it's the same shit. They need to get this guy in the fucking on the road. He needs to be
Greg
wrestling for
Carter,
real.
Hook. Lewis, Hook. Taylor, Hook.
You guys are
Ender, Hook.
y'all are
Andy,
drunk.
Hook.
Ugh.
Creighton, Hook.
Oh, what's wrong with y'all?
Brendan, Hook.
Did you
Henry,
guys
Hook.
watch this
Mike,
match?
Hook. Hal,
I'm a
Hayes,
huge,
Hook.
gigantic Taz fan, but
Charles,
Hook is horrible. Terrible.
I'm not counting
Hook's
the
one
year.
of the worst wrestlers on the
Lewis,
roster.
Hook.
For keeping it
Bro,
real.
Hook.
I'm a big
And
fan,
Hook.
but that guy stinks. Hook is horrible. He should not be beating
Cowardly
people.
sons of bitches.
Look, all I'm saying is there are more Hook comments in there.
The Ops came
Y'all
to
are wilding.
Baltimore to get to a
Hook
fist
is
fight.
terrible, dude. Hook is
There-
one of the worst guys on the roster by far.
I think
as-
Hook can
like
get better.
Belt-
I think
ring,
Hook
ring,
can
ring.
get better.
It's been 5 years. He hasn't even tried.
Let him go in, dude. Let him go in there and have matches with other people.
When was
Remember
that
match
Samoa
with him
Joe
and
match?
Samoa Joe match was freaking
Remember that?
awesome.
He
Okay,
has not
name me
improved
one Wheeler
1%
Yuta
since
match
then.
that has been just as good as the Hook Samoa Joe one.
Anything that he's been in this
Not even-
match
I can't
today,
remember.
like anything.
Reg, I cannot remember one Wheeler Yuta match that I liked as much as I liked Hook and Samoa Joe.
Because he's not supposed to be nobody. He's Wheeler Yuta. But if we're comparing him to fucking Hook, who hasn't improved in 1 day in 5 years, y'all are wilding.
See what Samoa Joe
Wildin'.
said, Reg.
Wilding.
You're wildin'.
He should not be beating Wheeler
I have
Yuta
to
at
rewind
all.
what Samoa Joe just
Wheeler
said.
Yuta's been in like 20 main events. Hook can barely get on Collision, and when he does, he's horrible.
All right, hold on. I need to hear what Samoa Joe said because
He's talking shit. He said he's gonna get get revenge.
Oh, okay, well, they didn't even let me rewind.
FTR will attempt to explain themselves. I can't
FTR,
imagine what they
baby.
could possibly say. Owen Hart
Yeah,
Foundation
Yuta's gonna wrestle
tournament
Bryan
action.
Danielson.
Brody
Hook
King,
is gonna not
second
wrestle
against
anybody.
a women's tournament action. Jamie Hayter, Billy Starks, plus Athena.
We're
and
just on
Molly
different
Cameron.
sides
The
here,
winner
Reg.
will face Mercedes
Yeah, I'm on the
Moné
right side, and you guys are on the drunk side.
Definitely not.
Boston. Thank you for joining us tonight on Dynamite.
I've seen Wheeler Yuta in Iron Man matches that are incredible. I've seen Hook in one good match against Samoa Joe. That's it.
All right, let me finish the hold on 1 second. All right. And
That
let me
ending
close out.
was.
What are we going to talk about?
I have no idea.
Okay,
They're
well,
drunk.
give me a second to think about it. And while we think about it, everybody, of course, as always, make sure to check out BlueChew, BlueChew.com. They are our biggest sponsors. Promo code Denise. Give them some love, guys. BlueChew.com. Are you having technical difficulties in bed? Are you tired of being counted out, tapping out, or simply jobbing out? Get out of developmental and get drafted to the best sex you ever had with today's podcast sponsor, Blue Chew. Blue Chew is the original brand offering chewable tablets. These erection-enhancing tablets help men achieve stronger, harder, and longer-lasting erections for sexual activities. And Blue Chew is putting its money where its mouth is and offering you a month free. The process is simple. Sign up at bluechew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. Blue Chew tablets are made in the USA and prepared and shipped directly to your door. You can take them anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead or be ready whenever an opportunity arises. The best part, it's all done online. That means no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. Remember, hard times breed better men. Make life easier by getting harder and discover your options at bluechew.com. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try your first month of Blue Chew free. Visit bluechew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast. Link in the description box below.
Yo, the fuse has been lit. It's Wednesday night. Denise and Reg host Dynamite. Come and get your Easter eggs. It's a dub. Middle of the week is AEW Dynamic Wrestling and end your night with us. It's a must. It's Dynamite. It might combust. Speak now. We're gonna give you all the recap. Live on YouTube is where you see that. The Cali connection with the feedback.
Hey, we are back, everybody. It's the California Connection, chatting some AEW Dynamite. It is Wednesday, April 9th, and here we are. Reg, you're back from vacation. How you feeling?
It's your favorite rapper, your favorite writer, your favorite podcaster. I'm still in island mode, as they say, Denise. I just want to eat some delicious Hawaiian food for the rest of my life. Living that life. I'm tan. I'm feeling great. This show, I don't know what happened here, but I'm back in California. And I'm very excited about it, Denise. That's all I know.
Hey, did you try the pineapples in Hawaii? I told you to try the pineapples. Did you try
Denise, the pineapples in Hawaii. Oh my God. I went to the Dole Plantation or whatever, where they cook up the pineapples. My life.
Greatest pineapples ever, right?
I never want to eat a pineapple again because I know it's not going to taste like that, Denise. Oh my God.
I have not eaten a pineapple since my honeymoon in Hawaii. When I tasted those, it just melts in your mouth.
You just hurt my heart because I forgot about it. And I just remembered. I'm like, the pineapple. Oh my God, the pineapple.
I wanted to bring some home with me. Honestly, listen, I wanted to so bad.
If we just had a suitcase filled with pineapples, I'd be happy because that's how good these pineapples are insane, you guys. I don't know what they put in them or how different the soil is or whatever it is. Amazing.
I feel like the ones here, you sometimes get dry ones.
Yeah, you do.
And you're just at one point, it feels like you're just chewing on skin.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
Weird. Like they're so dried up. But in Hawaii, they just melt in your mouth. They're sweet and soft. And
pineapple juice is everywhere. It's great.
It's amazing. Like if you've never had a pineapple from Hawaii, that has to be on your to-do list in life. And I remember telling you, Reg, I said, Reg, please try a pineapple.
Yeah, I had the pineapple and I was like, what is this? What is this? I still need like bits. I need to know like what happened, like how do you do this, like a tutorial. But yeah, the pineapple's crazy.
Yeah. Alrighty, guys. Well, let's get to it. We got Dynamite to get into here today. I don't know that this show really felt, too extravagant. There were a couple of items that we're going to get into, but for the most part, this is one of those shows where I feel that it started off with the best thing. It felt one-sided in that the top of the show was the best part of the show, but it did fly by though.
It did.
That show flew by right before my eyes. It flew by, but I do think that the best part was in the intro, and that was with everything that involved Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks and all of that. So let's get right to it. We kicked off the show with Jon Moxley defeating Katsuyori Shibata, and it was relatively very, very quick. Like, it wasn't that long of a matchup there. He won via submission. We got that. But here's the thing. After this, we see the Young Bucks go out there, and Jon Moxley leaves. He does not look like he's trying to be chummy with the Young Bucks. And the Young Bucks basically reveal why they did what they did at Dynasty and screwing Swerve Strickland. And they said that the reason was that they did it for Hangman. That was one of the reasons. All of a sudden, they're friends again with Hangman. And then 2, they said that they did it as a peace offering to the Death Riders, because I think they see a world where they can live together. Before we get into the Kenny Omega part, just focusing in on the Young Bucks explanation, do you think that that was a good explanation?
Well, as I said on the stream, as the promo was happening, there were a lot of people when the Death Riders angle started and they started to do the, we don't like what's in AEW, we're going to take over, we're going to kind of do this thing, that were saying, this is exactly like the Elite thing. This is exactly what the Elite just did. They tried to take over. They had beef with Tony Khan. They were saying all these things. So people have already related this thing together. So when they're relating the things the Young Bucks are, I'm like, okay, that does make sense for the story, because people were saying you guys kind of have the same thoughts, the same vibe, you're on the same wavelength, like maybe you guys should just work together. At this point though, and like what you're saying, Denise, of like they kicked Hangman out. They already said that he wasn't really gang, he wasn't, they weren't friends, they're on 2 different levels or whatever. And then like I don't really understand how they would want to connect with Jon Moxley. Like if they're the founding fathers, you guys should be doing something to help this, but instead you want to join in. It seems like they were trying to put the story together. Like this wasn't the original plan with the Young Bucks. And they're like, how could we insert them in the story? Which is kind of the part I don't like about it, but I do understand is what I'm saying.
One of the things that I had said following Dynasty was that it felt like the Young Bucks were brought in this moment with Jon Moxley and Swerve to try to distract from the fact that the company chose to keep the title on Jon Moxley. Yeah. I think they thought, hey, we're going to make them look over here and have a big pop for the Young Bucks returning, because the pop was there. And then obviously it faded very quickly once they realized what was happening, what was unfolding right before their eyes. But that to me is what it feels like. It feels like they realized, hey, we're kind of in a funk. And so what could make this a little bit, better? Hey, let's this is a really bad example, but hey, the dog just shit in here. We need some air freshener. The Young Bucks were the air freshener.
Yes. Wild analogy. I don't know how Denise got here, but she landed it. She got there though.
Hey, am I wrong?
They were air freshener. You're right though. Yeah.
And so, I mean, the smell's still there, and that's what we're doing here. But I mean, it just feels like that's what it is. And I could tell that this is still there. This was not the long-term plan, Reg. This was not the long-term plan. And you can tell.
But like I was saying, I'm not mad at it. Like if you guys could get this together, the Young Bucks need to be here. They need to be involved in big angles. They need to be like in part of these things. So I want them to be a part of it. But just like what that was, Denise, and we all kind of thought that Swerve was going to be the guy. At that time, I hated it and I didn't want it. And the story makes it a little better, but it's still like the smell's still there, like you're saying from Sunday. I'm still remembering why this happened. Like I understand what they did and why they did it, but I'm still understanding why was it connected to that title match at that time with Swerve and all these things when people wanted it to go a different way.
You answered it right there, Reg. The people wanted it to go a different way. It wasn't. So that's why they've included the Young Bucks in all of this. And now the story has pivoted.
I was saying on Grapsody, like wrestling promoters and how people, the internet and social media, promoters are moving differently. Like when we're now used to the Authority, Triple H and Stephanie are out there saying, we're going to give you what you want. We've seen like campaigns happen on social media where people are like, we want this thing to happen, and they listen and they make that thing happen. And so we're so stuck in that, like, AEW, like you've talked about before, they've been we're the alternative. We're going to give you what you want. We listen to our fans. It's different over here. We're so used to that. And when it doesn't happen, like, people are so mad, but there has to be moments where the promoters do stick to their guns. Should this be it? I don't know if the Death Rider should be it, but there should be moments where they're like, in their brain, we have this great story. We have this great long-time thing, and we're going to stick to landing. You guys just have to ride along for the ride. I don't know if this is the reason, but I still think there should be some of that in wrestling. We shouldn't dictate everything that happens on the show. We should have input. We should be out there. But, like, if they think they have the story and they're going to land it, there should be moments where they do just stick to what they're doing. So I'm on two different sides of what this is. Like, I think there's too much go away heat involved in this. Like, I saw a lot of people on Sunday being like, I'm out, like, I'm not going to come back. And that could come back to bite AEW in the butt. So I don't really know. I'm confused still, Denise.
No, I agree with you in the sense that you stick to the plans that you have. But if your plans stink,
that's the problem.
People don't like them, then you got to switch it up, right? I mean, it's like anything in this life, right? If you're any business that all of them makes a change and then all of a sudden you see people giving feedback. I mean, that's why you get freaking customer service and you get surveys and all of these things. Wrestling is the one thing where you get instant feedback and that you can actually make a change the following week or the weeks to come, because this is ever growing. Like, this is always ongoing. This isn't like a TV show or a movie that once the season is made and once the season is out, they can make changes to that season. No, sure, they can make changes to the next season, sure, but not the season that's already occurred. Now. It's not like that with pro wrestling. They have an opportunity to see what the fans are saying and get an idea for what people want. It's right there.
I think that's what kind of knocks my whole argument that I had out, because, like you said, this is instant market research. Like, instantly on Sunday, there's thousands of people giving their feedback, and there's a lot of people with good ideas out there too, Denise. I've seen some shit of like, oh, what if they would have did this, and that they would have did this is awesome. A lot of people with those ideas. There's been so many people that not only are just saying, this sucks, this is bad, we don't want to see this, but they're like, here's an alternative, here's what I would have done. Like, there's way too many opportunities for them to fix this, and that's what's kind of crazy about this whole thing. Is like, Tony, more than anybody, he be listening. Maybe not more than Triple H. That motherfucker be listening to everything, but Tony be listening to people. He's very on the internet, and he sees all this, Denise. He hears all this, and for him to be so hard against, so just like, no, this is it, this is what we're doing, is very fascinating.
On the other hand, you may have other people maybe thinking along the lines of, hey, we're getting heat with this story, and there may be some people that see this as a good thing.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was going to be like, when we're talking about who the fans, the writers, the wrestlers, who's right? Who are we to really know what's right? Like, who's the one that's, because there's some people, like you said, that are like, this is heat. They're getting heat. The Death Riders are like one of the most hated brands. I saw a lot of people online being like, they're not cool heels. You're supposed to hate them. It's supposed to be this thing. They're a different type of heel than we're used to. But, like, there's so many people that are like, this is the reason why this stinks. And seeing it with my own eyes and feeling it in my show and be like, this is not that great. I understand why people are saying the things.
Look, the way that I see it is there's a difference between getting heat and it being good and entertaining and holy shit, this person is doing a great job. And then there's this doesn't make sense type of story. And then there's this is just plain not interesting.
But I'm saying, are we wrong, Denise? Are we the wrong ones? Maybe we're wrong.
We're the consumers, Reg. We're the ones that they're trying to get to buy tickets for All In. So then, yes, what do they say in customer service? The customer is always right.
No, I hear you, though. You're right. Yeah.
You bend
totally.
over backwards, all right? Perfect example. All right. Here on my YouTube channel. All right. This is my business. This is my thing. I had people that were like, damn it, Denise, your mic is going out. It fucking sucks. What did I do? I went and bought a new microphone. Why? Because the people said, girl, you're having issues. So what did I do? I quickly fixed it and got the ball rolling. Okay. That's what you do.
And the issue is this isn't just one show. We were just talking about this on Revolution. We're just talking about this at fucking Grand Slam, at World's End, like all these shows. Like it's been months and months and months of this Death Rider stuff, and people being like, "We don't want this, we don't want this," and them just keep giving us more. Like, is there gonna? I saw it already on Sunday, but do you think they're gonna continue to get to a point where people are just like, "All right, if you're not gonna listen to me, I'm out of here"?
No,
Because I don't give a shit. Like I think it's bad, but I'm still here. You know?
No, I'm wrong. It depends because
Mm.
I have seen people fall out of certain promotions. Maybe they don't fall out forever. I'm not saying forever, but they will fall out from some time if they're not. Because you got to understand,
If they feel like
what
their
makes
time's
you-
being wasted.
what makes you decide to tune into a show?
Mm-hmm.
Right? You usually, for me, when I started watching wrestling, I got into it. Why? Because I connected with the wrestlers that I liked.
Right.
And when I only liked when my favorite wrestlers were on TV. If they were not on TV, I was like, I don't want to see this. Like, I want to see what I like, right? These are my people. I'm connecting with this. And so if there is nothing that is connecting you to the show, then I can see some people be like, you know what? Maybe this is not for me. I'll come back when blah, 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 blah happens, right?
Right.
And I'm not saying that's everybody, but I do feel like there will be some people like that. And then I feel like there's going to be some people that are like, oh, let me just see how this plays out, because regardless, you're still a fan and you still want to support the show and you still want to have a good time. And just because you don't like one thing doesn't mean that you don't like everything, or that you don't dislike everything,
Like the Death Rider stuff isn't the end of the world for me. Like if this go on for a year, I'm going to hate it, but I'm still going to like all the stuff underneath it. So,
bro, if this goes on for a year,
it definitely should not go on for a year at all. But I'm saying, like, if it does, they
How long
have so
has
much
it
other
been?
stuff that's he beat
since Moxley won. Wrestle
it?
Dream? It was Wrestle Dream, right?
Wrestle Dream. Yep.
That was in October?
Mm-hmm.
So October, November, December,
long.
January, February, March.
It seems like it's been 5 years, but yeah, it's only been that long.
That's pretty long, Reg, for a reign. We're talking 5, 6, 7 months. Am I doing the math right here?
Yeah, well, since October.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
That's a long time, bro. And we're going to get all the way, I'm assuming, to All In with Moxley as champion. All In.
And the issue is, it's like, you're like, well, who could beat him? There's so many guys that could beat him. Like, it's not like they have like an endless amount of contenders. Like, they have so many things that we could just change this, and they're just not. But this might be what they want. They're buzzing or talking about it. I don't know. I think this can't be what they want.
I don't know.
And retention.
Okay, well, with that being said, that was that portion of this. Afterwards, we had Kenny Omega come out there, and he's obviously, disgruntled with the Young Bucks. And here's the thing. I'm not going to do a good job of summarizing Kenny Omega's promo. If you did not watch Dynamite today, go watch Kenny's promo, because there was a lot of comedy in that. He compares the Young Bucks to dogs, and he tells a whole story. And the funniest part was that he was trying to say that the dogs shit, I think. And he said instead that they dookied. So it's just really funny because he said dookie a bunch of times. And at one point I stopped following the story because I couldn't get past the dookie part. And then at one point he refers to them being cucks. Aren't they good little Christian boys? What's going on?
I mean, but sometimes this might be a side. Those are usually the cucks, though. I'm just saying, like, I don't know if that.
I don't know. We're getting
I'm like,
into another
when we're talking about cucks, those are usually the ones that are cucks. But that's a whole nother story.
Reg, you're gonna get us canceled.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying those guys are. I'm not saying the Young Bucks are. I'm saying guys like the Young Bucks usually are. Not Nick and Matt, but guys like Nick and Matt.
It's that the guys that are usually like, oh, I'm sweet and nice and heavenly are the ones
They're
that
like, rail my wife. Really give it to her.
There's no way.
Those are the most excited guys. They're like, take her down, dude. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I could not see the Young Bucks that way. I just
cannot. Those guys. Guys like the Young Bucks, not them specifically, but guys like them are usually the cucks. I'm saying that's what I'm saying.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know what the signs of a cuck are, bro.
If you know the signs, you'll see them very hard. I'm not saying the Young Bucks. I'm saying guys like the Young Bucks. I want to be very clear in this. Not Nick and Matt.
But
guys
why did
like
Katie
Nick
even
and Matt.
bring that up, though? That's the part where I'm like, wait, was that just him just trying to?
Because he was trying to explain why they shred the documents months ago and what the documents were. And he was just trying to say, you guys spend it on rich people bullshit and being cucks. That's it.
Okay.
Not them. Guys like them. I just want to be very clear. Not Nick and Matt, but guys like Nick and Matt. That's it. That's all.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was Kenny Omega's promo. He goes out there, starts fighting with the Young Bucks. Swerve comes out, has his back, attacks, or no, actually, they don't even get. Yeah, he kind of gets into it with Kenny, but by the time the Bucks run out of the ring, after Swerve comes from behind, and so the Bucks run out, and also Okada was out there. Forgot to mention Okada. Okada was also out there, so he's reunited once again with the Bucks. And oh yeah, Kenny Omega and Swerve Strickland fist bump.
Yes, there was moments that make me excited because it feels like that could be something. Kenny and Swerve being in the ring together is a dream match for me, dream match for Swerve, dream match. Everybody, like, we're looking for that, waiting for that moment. That they could also be in a tag match against the Young Bucks. There's those type of things. All the elements around it. I like Kenny's promo. I don't know what that. It was a lot. It was in the weeds, as they say. They were really going for it. But like when he finally was like, all right, let's just fight, then I was in. But it was like, it felt like it got to a lot. It took a lot to get to the let's fight. But I do like everybody involved. These are all top guys. These are all guys that this is what the company should be behind are these people. These are the names of people that are just tuning in or people that don't know much of AEW. These are the guys you want to see when they turn the show on. So I'm happy everybody's working together. I will see what they do with the matches and how they put the things together, you know?
Right. So, I mean, the things to get excited about here are, hey, what's going to go down? How are we going to tell the story? We're obviously have blood and guts, so I think we can start piecing together who might be on whose side and things like that. Obviously, have to see what makes the Death Riders officially align with the Bucks. What happens between Kenny and the Bucks, what eventually happens with Kenny and Swerve, where's Hangman in all of this? Because we might as well mention this portion in this now. So by the way, Swerve was supposed to have a match with Pac. Unfortunately, it looks like Pac got hurt during this match. So hoping that everything is okay with Pac because we do not want to see him get hurt. But they basically got straight to the finish, and that was that. Later on in the show, Swerve's pissed, by the way. He looks angry the whole time, which he should be after everything that happened. And Hangman at one point goes looking for Swerve Strickland backstage, but he's not in the locker room. Instead, he finds Prince Nana. And Prince Nana looks like he wants to have a serious, grounded conversation with Hangman. Obviously, Hangman says, no, you don't deserve that. You're not getting any of that. He snaps and gets the hell out. I was thrilled by this, Reg, because I know everyone's excited to see Swerve and Hangman on the same side, but these are two men. This is one of the most serious stories AEW has told. This has been one of the most favorite stories for a lot of AEW fans. And you don't want them to just all of a sudden get chummy with each other and start, being besties and gossiping and wearing PB&J jelly bracelets. No, that cannot happen. They need to, if they do find themselves on the same side against the Bucks, this needs to be a well-told story leading up to them being on the same side. Because if it's just willy-nilly, we're friends again because we both hate these guys, I'm sorry, I need a little bit more than that because of how deep they went in. He burned the man's house down. The other man went into the other man's freaking house and spoke to his baby. We would never talk to people if they did that to us in real life. So if there's any worlds where these two guys are on the same side again, it's got to be like a legit.
Yeah, I think they have to, because there was layers getting to this story, so there has to be layers getting to continue to tell the story. You can't have all those layers and then immediately be like, oh, one thing, they're friends. It doesn't matter. They forgot about all these crazy things that happened in the past. I love that Hangman was coming into the locker room to tell Swerve, listen, I wasn't there to help you. It ain't about you. I already told you that I don't want you to be champion, and it's still the same thing. He has to, because if they're both going to be baby faces in it, they can't look like punks. They can't just be like, all right, forget about this guy breaking into my house and talking to my kid, or forget about this guy burning down my childhood home. It has to be way more than that. Swerve might have to leave another person with Hangman, with Nana, because every time he leaves, somebody runs up on Nana. Like, you need to get him a secondhand security because he's not safe, it looks like. Hangman came in and threatened him. He could have beat his ass, told him to sit down really fast. Like, just a lot of that, lot of those elements. But I do like that they're continuing to tell stories with those two. Like, I don't know what match they're going to get to, if they are going to get to the Bucks against Swerve and Hangman, if they're going to get to another Swerve and Hangman one-on-one match, whatever it is. I do like that they're continuing all the storytelling. So when he gets involved eventually with the story with the Death Riders and the Bucks and Kenny and all them, then it's going to have that extra element to add it in. Hangman is still like the main character to a lot of people. So I think his part has been great. Like, Hangman's been 100 in everything that he's done.
Exactly. All right, let's get into some super chats here because we kind of got a mix of everything. We got Well-Rounded Leo who says, SRS said Wheeler is getting over and could challenge Bryan Danielson at All In. I'm sorry. I don't think SRS is off. Y'all are wild, dude. If I saw that match, I would be like, get out of here. I'm not purchasing this.
I think of all the matches that Bryan could do upon return, I wouldn't put Yuta high up there, but he probably would get a match if there's a number of matches.
Stop it. Y'all need to stop manifesting crazy shit out
Big
here,
Utes.
all right? All right. Roberto Arsenal says Kevin Knight said he signed with both AEW and New Japan, just like Takeshita did. This is a big reason why I support AEW, even though Mox bores me. I know that, like we said, just because I think a lot of people are confused sometimes, and this goes for like random comments that we get on these videos. It's like, if you don't like one thing, that does not mean you don't like the entire show.
Right,
That's
exactly.
One thing.
That's what really was the story after Dynasty, because a lot of people were doing that. They were like, I didn't like the ending, so I didn't like the whole show, but there was a lot of great stuff on the show. And so that's what I was talking about earlier. Like, even if they continue with this Death Rider stuff, there's so many other great wrestlers and peoples and matches that could happen underneath that it'll be fine.
Yeah, that's why it's one of those things where you can say I support AEW and you're cool. Like, you don't even got to explain that the box thing bores you, Roberto. Like, it's just what it is. It's fine.
Exactly.
But with that being said, though, congratulations to Kevin Knight. I thought he did tremendous in that job with Will Ospreay. I think they had second best match of the night.
Me too. I love that. That was a great way to kick off the show, kind of introduce people to who Kevin Knight is. Will Ospreay is such a giving wrestler. Like, as much as he could go in there and squash all these guys, Denise, and it would be fine. People would be cheering, but he's so giving. Like, Kevin Knight's awesome, but like the work that Will did on defense with selling and bumping and all that made Kevin Knight look even awesomer. Like, this is the reason why a lot of people think Ospreay should be champion, just because of things that he does like this, you know?
You can tell. I think that everyone here can tell that Ospreay is more of he doesn't seem like an egotistical, dick.
He's a giver.
He does not seem like that. He's the giver.
Even
exactly.
Like, you shouldn't, dude. You should take all this. He's still like, no, that's not his place in wrestling. And that's why he's such a great top guy.
Reg, good karma.
Yeah, exactly.
Will Ospreay is just loading up that good karma wagon for him. He's just collecting good karma everywhere.
Because he could come in like all the other top guys and be like, I don't want to lose to nobody. I'm not putting nobody over. I'm not doing all that shit. But he's doing the opposite of that.
Because he doesn't have to. He knows what he brings to the table.
He's still going to be him.
He knows that he doesn't have to keep anybody down. He doesn't have to politic. He doesn't have to do any of that, because when you're secure in yourself, you don't got to do those things.
That's a fact. That is a fact. There's a lot of
shooting.
insecure wrestlers out. You are shooting from the hip. Bam, 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 bam. I'm like, all right, Denise, you're right.
And this goes for all walks of life, all of them.
Yep.
All right, we got Sleaze Boy here who says Charlotte Flair needs to escalate things by saying she's pregnant and Ludwig is the father.
That's crazy.
Tiffany then retaliates by smooching with Charlotte's dad. You know what's crazy is that Sleaze Boy mentions this and it sounds absurd, but Vince McMahon era would have totally ran with this.
Oh yeah, that would have already happened. They would have did everything that Sleaze Boy's saying here.
Remember when Lacey Evans was supposedly pregnant with Ric Flair's baby?
Mm-hmm. I remember back in the day where they did the thing with Tori Wilson and her dad, and Dawn Marie was getting married to Tori Wilson's dad. Like, things have been weird a lot of times.
Bro, I remember when Tori Wilson was walking out there with Tajiri and he was being like really disrespectful to her. What was that even?
Wrestling used to be so weird, you guys. Tajiri, Nydia, and Jamie Noble. Like, there's some trying times back in the day.
Thanks, Sleaze Boy. All right, we got Creighton Robs here who says, I'd rather see a Larry Stuffy over really useless. Oh, this was in regards to our argument over Hook and Wheeler Yuta.
Oh, got you.
Yeah, it took me a second. Thank you, Kratom Rob. We got Grapple
Really
Geekery who says
that's a good name.
it's gonna be funny when they let Mox Freebird the trios title and they wouldn't let the Bang Bang Gang do it. I pick Hook over Yuta, but I like Yuta. Hey, still picks Hook over Yuta.
Yeah, we just all hope that Pac's okay because that was unfortunate. But like those trios titles need a reboot anyways. So
I forgot there was trios champions until Grapple Geekery mentioned it right now.
See, so it's like, what are they really doing as champions? It's crazy.
Nothing. I don't remember that they're champions.
I like the match on Sunday. I'll
No, that match was fun though. I gotta say that.
Fun, right?
But I didn't even see the belts. Were they there? I didn't see them. All right. I'm just being a hater. All right. PLG here says Cali Connection. Hope you had a good vacay, Reg. Thank you so much, PLG.
Yeah, thank you.
You had the pineapples. I think your vacation was good.
It was a smooth sailing. I had the pineapples and the pineapple Dole Whip. It was lit.
Did you go into the ocean, Reg?
Oh yeah, definitely.
What'd you do? Surf?
No, I had like the bodyboard or the boogie board and like a tube. I was just floating.
Snorkel?
I just like to float. No.
Yeah. Wait, you didn't snorkel?
You did?
I did. I was snorkeling, but I was so mad. So let me really quickly say this. When we went on our honeymoon, all right, let me tell you something. This is to the women that listen to our podcast. All right. This is for the women. All right. Men, this is not for you. This is for the women.
I'm not going to listen to this part.
If you are single and have not yet been married and you're wondering, what's it like to be married? Well, I can tell you right now, there is always someone, your husband, touching your butt all the time. It doesn't matter what you're doing. He will try to touch your butt.
Actual facts here.
I was snorkeling in the ocean, okay? My husband was snorkeling in the ocean. When he would find me, he would put his hand on my butt, right? But here's the problem. Because we're in the ocean and we're swimming and my legs are moving, what he thought he was grabbing was my butt. It was my leg. And what he was doing was keeping my leg down so it wouldn't allow me to swim.
He's trying to kill you.
Every time he did that, I thought I was drowning.
But he's just trying to get a little touch.
Exactly. And I told him, he was like, oh, I kept touching your butt. And I'm like, yo, you were drowning me.
Listen, that's not a marriage thing. Like, if you got a butt, I'm about to touch it. If I walk by it, I'm about to touch it. That's just how it works, I think.
But yes, that's what you should know. That is exactly what you should know.
Mm-hmm.
Every single time I was like, and I kept trying to kick him off.
That is definitely a thing. About to get that butt touched.
So now this is for the men. Never grab your girl's butt in the water while she's
swimming. No, if she's snorkeling and she needs those legs, maybe just save it. But save it till we get out.
Yes. We got John Taylor here who says Reg has that healthy Hawaiian glow. You do.
Yeah, I was in the ocean floating for a while and the sun was beating my ass.
We got Dave Koski with a very generous super chat. Thank you so much, Dave. Very, very kind of you. He says, Kelly Connection, guys, I was at Dynasty and I've never been at an event where 15 to 20 people left my floor section during the main event. It was 12:20 a.m. Sure, but also the main event scene is death TV. How would you fix it? Give us the champion that the people are interested. You think anybody in that section, honest to God, Reg, do you think anyone in that section would have walked out if Will Ospreay was in that main event?
0%. There would have been no way. People would have been on their feet. If that main event, Denise, was Swerve Strickland versus Hangman Paige for the AEW World Champion, none of those people would have left their seats. There's a bunch of people, I think, in this place that it would have happened. But like the Death Rider stuff, we know kind of what's going to happen. We've seen the finishes before. They keep rehashing them. It's like they knew that they could leave because they weren't going to miss anything that they haven't seen before.
Yeah, exactly. That's wild, man. That's so wild. Dave, thank you so much for the super chat. And I hope you did enjoy yourself at AEW Dynasty.
Thanks.
We got Grapple Geekery here who says, did you eat Loco Moco or plate lunch in Hawaii?
I ate Loco Moco for breakfast and it was very delicious. Them Hawaiian meats, the pork, insane. I don't really love eggs, so I have like a love-hate relationship with them. So that's what it came down to.
We got I Stole a Balloon on Free Balloon Day. Please arrest me. Who says, Reg, did you sing Motown's Tavern Hawaii song?
No, I didn't sing the Mo's Tavern Hawaii song. I didn't sing too many songs. I just floated. That's it.
Thank you so much. We got Heidi Ho here who says Montez and Bianca have secretly had a daughter. Her name is Kelly Armstrong and she wrestles for Evolve. Jesus Christ, she's going to take over women's wrestling sooner rather than later. I haven't seen her, so I don't know. But if she is anything like Montez and Bianca, yo, I'm ready to be a fan.
No, the homie right here is keeping it real. Like, she's tight. She looks like that she could be the daughter of them. Like, she has some explosiveness. She's on some very quick, fit, athletic shit. Like, she's dope. She's gonna be one of the ones.
Ooh, I'm excited. That's good to know. Thank you so much, Heidi Ho. We got Hassan Batla here who says it's crazy that the Death Riders' most hyped feud was with Orange Cassidy. Anyways, what's up, good guys? Goofy episode.
Nah, you right, Hassan. Like that, we were like.
Good goofy
interested in that. We were like interested in the Orange Cassidy shit, and I think that was kind of like the final straw though, Denise, right? It was like we liked Orange Cassidy, we liked him being here, but when it was nothing, we were like, oh, this isn't. That was like, oh, we kind of understand what this reign for Moxley's gonna be.
I don't even remember the stuff with Orange Cassidy.
It kind of set the table for what the rest of it was gonna be, I think.
It's all a blur for me at this point.
Well, you weren't interested in either guy winning, so that's what your thing was.
All a blur. They had so many matches together. They're all one big blob of a match.
Yeah. I just don't want to continue to have to do like the Dynasty or Revolution shows of like, it's a great show, but we have to talk about the terrible endings. I want to come and talk about cool endings.
Happy endings?
Trying to avoid saying that, but yes, I'd like to talk about happy endings. How about that?
We got well-rounded Leo who says Death Riders and Young Bucks belong together. Both teams sucks and rating killers and drives viewers away. All right.
Whoa, hold on a minute. Hold on.
Not the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks, please exclude from the conversation. Do not include them in this narrative.
Don't put them in this.
There would not be All Elite Wrestling without the Young Bucks.
Exactly.
Thank you, Leo. We got I Stole a Balloon on Free Balloon Day. Please arrest me. Who says Denise, Death Riders or Death Eaters? Huh? What are Death Eaters?
I don't know.
Wait, are you laughing because you don't know, or
no,
laughing?
I don't know
because but you know.
It sounds funny. I don't know what it is, but it sounds funny.
Well, I guess I'll have to go with Death Eaters.
Death Eaters.
I don't know what Death Eaters are.
Are you a writer or an eater? Maybe that's what he's trying to say.
I eat more than I write.
Ride, not right.
Well, the way you said it sounded like you said right.
No, ride.
Okay, well, I eat more than I ride.
Okay, there you go. Still the same answer.
Still the same answer.
I eat more than I ride. Okay.
Oh man. All right. We got Dave Costier who says they're just not building the traditional heat where we go along for the ride and boo the bad guys. The heat is with the booker. That's no good.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the problem. Dave is like, wrestling historically has told us, like, listen to the fans, and the fans are telling them something and they're like, no, we're not going to listen to them. So it's like, heat is conflated also. Like, they probably think any heat is good heat, and it's not like that for us these days. Like, we want the heat to be like, to really feel like something. I want to boo you because I hate the character you are, not because I hate this boring ass story that you're doing.
Right, exactly. We got Tenruza here who says the PC is whack, Fed fans are whack, we love Swerve. All right, we're not going to start that drama here. Thank you, Tenruza. We got Roberto. Remember, Reg practices PR. We got Roberto Arsenal who says Hangman and Swerve are Magneto and Xavier of wrestling.
Magneto.
Magneto, not Magneto. Sorry. I'm not in that world.
That's like your uncle, Magneto. Your
Mexican
uncle.
No uncle named Magneto.
Your Mexican uncle, Magneto.
No, it'd be like Manuel or...
Magneto. You don't know Magneto?
I can't think of another Spanish name in an M. I can only think of Manuel.
Wow.
That's all I can think. Oh, Maximiliano?
I've never heard of Maximiliano.
It's Max.
Maximiliano?
Name Maximiliano.
Okay, that's
Bro,
kind of
I can't even spell Maximiliano. That shit's hard to spell.
Letters and numbers.
Miguel, thank you, Juan.
Miguel, yeah, come on. I can do Miguel like that.
Miguel, Manuel, Maximiliano.
Just those three. Miguel. Damn, he did Miguel's dirty. Shout out to Miguel's. I've always been a big fan of Miguel's. They're cool.
Really? I don't think I know any Miguel's.
I went to school with the Miguel. He was so fast. He was in the track meet one time. I think it was like the 4x4. He got knocked down. They knocked him down when the thing started, and he still got up and won. Miguel was a fucking beast. That fool was hard.
Yeah. Yes, he says, hey, my son is a Maximiliano. My uncle's a Maximiliano. That's how I knew the name Maximiliano.
That's a hard-ass name, honestly.
No, it's a hard name to spell. Like, I've never spelled out Maximiliano. I've always just put Max. I can only do 3 letters. That's it.
I was saying hard as cool, not hard to spell. I was saying that's hard, like cool, but whatever. Right?
Oh, no, it's hard to spell. It is hard to spell.
I'm like, that's a hard name. You're like, that's hard to spell. I'm like, no, that's hard. Like, that's
All right,
hard.
spell it without looking. Spell Maximiliano.
M-A-X-I.
Oh, cover your eyes. I don't want to see you looking at the chat.
I'm
Cover
not
your
looking
eyes.
at anything.
Cover your eyes.
M-A-X-I Maximilian. M-A-X-I-M-I-L-I-O-N. Is that it?
You wrote like something totally different, but it's not Maximiliano. I don't know what you wrote.
Emiliano. Oh, yeah. See, no, I can't. That's hard.
All right. We got Saeed Den Super here who says, hi, heard Bandito is actually a really good looking guy. Ended up a bad move. I understand why Bischoff wanted to take off Ray's mask. Ray was really good looking, just a tot. Megan Hart. Yes, Bandito is a really looking guy. I've seen him. He's got great brows and everything.
The issue is like these guys, even though they're handsome, they're Mexican and they grew up watching people in masks, and like that's
cultural
pride to
thing.
them. It's a cultural thing, and it's way bigger than you seeing my face. Like becoming a legend with the mask and being able to wear it and all that. That's like so much more important than like being handsome.
Right, exactly.
But yeah, some handsome guys under them lucha masks.
Tenruza says, other than TK, who else to blame for the Mox title reign? I don't know. Thank you, Tenruza. We got Dave Cost here who says, I still had a great time.
Not getting me in trouble, Tenruza.
What did you say, Reg?
That Tenruza not getting me in trouble. I'm not saying shit.
We got Dave Cost here who says, I still had a great time, squad. Night is special. Bailey, amazing. Kenny Swerve, Tony Ospreay entrances alone were worth the price of admission.
See? Yep.
I feel you, Dave. I agree. Gerard Clark says, what's the deal with Tay when she coming back? I don't know. Wasn't she back wrestling?
She did something in Japan really recently, and it feels like for their videos and stuff that she posts that she would be back, but I don't know. I think she's cleared at least, you know?
Yeah. Tenruza says, boo PR man Reg. Ask Rhapsody this week. Love to you.
Yes, tomorrow. Ask Rhapsody. Tenruz, I'll be there.
Does Phil force you to talk about things?
Maybe not force, but like he's talking about it, so I have to chime in, you know? Like I wouldn't have brought it up, but like it's already here. We're already doing it. So I don't know.
Good thing you're not a lady, Reg.
Honestly.
It's already here. We're doing it.
I mean, it's already here. It's out. Your pants are down. Like, I mean, might as well.
You would be a terrible lady, Reg. You don't have to do anything just because he paid for dinner, okay?
Well, my pants are already unbuckled, I guess. Like,
all right,
he already paid for dinner.
I stole a balloon on Free Balloon Day. Please arrest me. Says Booker T just changed his name. TCCOON. I have no idea what any of that means. And I don't want to know because Reg's face tells me everything I need to know. I stole a balloon on Free Balloon Day. Please arrest me. Says, why did the CCO swallow both pills while casted as Neo from the Matrix? Colorblind. Y'all are killing me today. What are these jokes?
Oh my God. He took the red and the blue pill. He didn't know.
My God. All right. I'm going to move past that. All right. What do we got here? What haven't we discussed on this show quite a bit? All righty. The $400,000 8-man tag. Will Ospreay, Kevin Knight, Speedball Mike Bailey, Mark Briscoe defeated Ricochet, the Beast Mortos, and Leo Rush and Action Andretti got themselves some cash. What'd you think?
Yeah, this was just like a Righteous Reg spot foo invitational. I thought that they should have kicked off the show with this match, honestly, because this is the type of match that you get the crowds into. You have some of the best. When they talk about we're the best wrestle, this 8-man tag features the best guys that wrestle here. So just putting them on display. I think continuously, if you have Ospreay, Denise, put him in a match every week. Like if he's there and he wants to fucking wrestle, if he wants to have a 6-minute match with somebody, put him in there. If he wants to have a 12-minute match, this guy should be on TV, especially building up to Owen and getting more heat behind him for his, what it feels like potential win at All In. You got to just keep having this guy be visible, keep putting the mic in his hand, keep giving him the opportunity to show that this is all his. So I thought that's what this was like. He was on Showcase here, like just kind of being the charismatic and happy Will Ospreay that we've seen. Everybody was on display. There was a lot of spots of people just doing spot food, just going insane. Like these are the type of matches that need to be featured on Dynamite, I think, every single week. Like no matter what happens, if you're telling stories, no matter what, you need some match that's just fire insane, like they used to do on Nitro, where they'd have 6 lucha guys just go insane. You need to always have some kind of crazy, this is AEW style match on your show, and that's what this was.
We got Cesar William here who says Pat McAfee's show has been entertaining. Is it today that they're doing that extra show? Yeah, they were promoting it on Raw, I remember. Thank you so much for letting us know. I'll have to check that out afterwards. We got a Hamburger Helper who says, Bubba Booey, are you guys attending All In week? I'm planning to. Reg, yep. I know you're planning to.
Yeah, I'm trying to be there for the whole thing. The Dynamites, the ROH, all that shit. I'm going to be in Texas for sure.
Damn, Reg. I'm probably just showing up for like a day or two.
I'm pulling up.
We got I stole a balloon on Free Balloon Day. Please arrest me. Says TK better book a 401k match for Y2J. Please retire.
Oh yeah, Chris Jericho. They had
so I guess we should get into that now. The learning tree seems to be breaking up. Jericho was unpleased with them not winning the titles and also upset that they weren't there to help him out during his match with Bandito. And he basically storms off. He uses his bat, breaks the TV, breaks a couple of things backstage, and gets in a car and drives away.
Yeah, I didn't really understand what it was as I was watching it. Like, I'm like, why is Chris Jericho? Like, it didn't really seem like any resolution when they had the promo, because Big Bill's like, he had a good moment where he's like, if you're going to give us more feedback, if you're going to help us further along, I'll stay here. But if you're going to berate us in front of the crowd, turn us into your punching bag, we'll just leave right now. So I'm like, okay, this feels like a breakup. But then Chris Jericho's like, I'm not going to do any of that. It's not really about that. He's still doing like the disappointed dad thing. He's still doing like, you guys can get in my good graces. Like, it didn't feel like this is all over. He was like leaving some. It's like when you text a girl, like, we're not breaking up forever. Like, we could potentially still be to like leave that door open. That's what it felt like. He was leaving that door open. So I didn't really know what to think of it. Then he starts walking to his car and he hits the sodas with the bat. And then when people started saying maybe he's leaving on tour, they announced a Fozzy tour. I was like, okay, this makes more sense, because this felt like he's leaving for some type of reason thing. You're muted.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. It's because I muted it while I was drinking my water. Plus, I have the hiccups too now. So there's that. But crap, what was I going to say? I think people have been kind of wanting a little bit of a break right now for Jericho. So this could be the thing maybe. And we'll see how it feels when he comes back. But yeah, we'll see what's next for Big Bill and Brian Keith, because, I mean, either they thrive or they break up too.
I don't know. I want to see them break up because I want to see everybody individuals, but I'd understand if they kept them together.
Right. We got Joey P here who says the MJF and Hurt Syndicate story has potential. Yeah, let's get into that. So we had the Hurt Syndicate Championship celebration after retaining the titles over at Dynasty. And so, I mean, really, this is just MJF still trying to get in on the group. He goes out there, stands next to them. Like Desi Baby said in the chat, one of these things is not like the other. And once again, Bobby Lashley doesn't want him in the group. No matter what MJF says, he doesn't seem to be able to flatter them. Even though he helped them out at Dynasty, it's still not happening. They put it to a vote, and MVP is the only one who votes for MJF to be in the group. Bobby, not impressed, and Shelton seems to kind of go with what Bobby Lashley says.
Yeah, I like this segment a lot because I thought Bobby showed a lot of fire. Usually he's pretty like nonchalant. He's like that. These last couple of weeks, he's been like, no, we don't really want MJF. Like, he's ripped the thing up. He just kind of like indifferent on it. But today he was like, no, I don't want this. these are all the reasons why I hate this fool. I hate that we're even dealing with this. Like, get him out of my face. I don't really understand why we're even messing with this clown. And Shelton's kind of like in the middle on the fence. Like, if Bobby Lashley tomorrow was like, we're good, we're in, I want MJF in, Shelton would be in the same way. Like, the way that he was like, oh, he's kind of funny, actually. It's not really the worst thing. Like, it really wouldn't be the craziest thing if he joined the group. So I do think this is a really good story that they're telling. Them having a democracy and voting on what it'll be. Max kind of being mad, but Max not being finished with it and like catching them later in the locker room to be like, well, what's up? Like, well, I feel not only are you guys telling me I can't be in, but you're doing it a disrespectful way. And I feel like you guys are acting like I'm not this guy. And MVP being like, we know exactly where you are, who you are. And that's why they're doing this. A lot of really good beat elements, I think, are told in this story. I don't know where it's going at all, but I'm very interested.
Yeah, I also do like that Bobby Lashley is playing hard to get, because why would he? I mean, they all are fine on their own. They don't really need MJF, technically. You can argue that a whole lot, and you'd probably win that argument. So I feel like Bobby Lashley playing hard to get is the way to go. And so now it's just a matter of, is MJF going to be able to win over Bobby Lashley?
I don't know, but it's going to be an intriguing story on the way up to it.
Thank you so much, Joey. We got I Still a Balloon here who says I saw a Brazer logo when Alicia interviewed the HS. Oh, the Hurt Syndicate. What is this? We cannot read these super chats. Y'all are wilding out here. All right, I'm gonna have to start proof checking these.
No comment. Right. Horrible.
All righty. With that being said, we got Chris Statlander defeating Thunder Rosa in an Owen Hart Foundation quarterfinal match. Good performance from both of these ladies. They killed it. Chris Statlander now moves on. I'm assuming she's going to go on to face Jamie Hayter if Jamie Hayter does defeat Billy Starks.
Yeah, this was, like I was saying, one of Thunder Rosa's best performances she's had in months. Like, she was out here hooping, like everything felt like extra. She had some extra lucha moves in there, some arm drag. She felt like super confident. It felt like she was in her element here. But Chris Statlander is on another level, she's kicked it into another gear. Like, every time she works, she's like, I'm the baddest wrestler here. I'll beat anybody. I'm strong. I'm fast. I'm killing women out here. Like, this is my tournament to win. I still want to be world champion. I just love the way that she continuously moves. The fans are always behind her. She's like one of those AEW women that are going to be in that #1 contendership forever. And like, anytime she's getting close to the world championship, fans are going to be excited. So this is a good position for her to have. Her potentially being paired in a match with Jamie Hayter and them two going on, I think is going to be insane if they give them time, let them develop. Awesome stuff. On the other side, the developments are really developing. We got Mercedes, who already won her match, to her first round match. If this Saturday between Harley Cameron and Athena, the winner of that faces Mercedes next week, Spring Break Dynamite. This is the Dynamite that will surpass the length of Nitro, WCW Nitro.
The one coming up,
the one next week with that match, potentially Athena and Mercedes. So gonna be a big show next week that I'm very excited about.
It's gonna be a fun time on social media, that's for sure.
Bischoff, better get ready, boy.
We got I Still Balloon here says Megan Bain's a walking Madame Tussauds wax figure. Yeah, she's flawless.
I don't know what her or Penelope Cruz, Penelope Ford,
Reg.
I don't know what her, Penelope Ford, never seen her, said. One word, what they said in that promo. My eyes were stuck on Megan Bain. She's great. She could have said like the most powerful, heartfelt speech ever, and I heard 0 words. I'm sorry.
And I was too busy yelling at Reg.
Denise didn't know either. She was lusting too. Luster.
Professor Elm 13 who says my first AEW live show was the go home shows in Peoria before Dynasty. It was so great and I was excited for the pay-per-view and it was good till the main event. Vote of no confidence if Tony is booking it. It's just a lot, guys, and it's really hard. Also, just I don't know what to tell you guys. I don't know what to say.
I think they're just sticking to their guns and they're gonna ride it out until we burn this motherfucker down or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But how do I say this? I do feel like there have been more hits than misses, though. So
yes, me too. But like
that's why I'm just
when it's the main event, it's so glaring.
Reg, because they have told great programs in AEW, and for the most part, the main event title picture has been lit the whole way through.
Yeah, that might make it even worse, right? Is that like
we know the potential of what they can do.
Exactly. Like we know that you guys can rock it. We know that you have the players to rock it. You have all the pieces. Why aren't you doing it?
Right. So it's a hard situation, but they'll get through it. We'll get through it. Countdown to All In. I'm ready, baby. Excited to see what they do.
We're in April already. We'll be into May soon. Like we're getting there.
We're getting there. Yeah, we're getting there. With that being said, Professor Elm, I'm glad you had a great time though at the Go Home shows for AEW. Thank you so much for the super chat. All right. With that being said, let me see what else we got here. I think I went through everything. Am I missing anything here? Hold on 1 second.
Don Callis talked. There's potentially going to be a new Callis.
Oh, yeah. What do you think? I don't really got anybody to name, to be honest.
I have no idea.
And the main event. Shit, I forgot about the main event. The Death Riders versus the Ops with Samoa Joe and Hook getting that victory. And post-match, we see Marina Shafir hit Hook and Joe with a chair, and Claudio slams Hook onto the chair. The Death Riders retreat. When Joe re-enters the ring, Joe lays out a challenge for AEW Trios Championship.
With what happened to Pac, who knows what's going to happen with these Trios Championships now? Like, is he going to be able to make it to a match to lose them, or what's going to happen? I do like that people are at least declaring that they want the Trios Championships, even though most people don't even know that they exist. I like Joe being in this and being angry, because that could that's still a match that I think Mox could get out. That could be a month of building and match with a contender for Mox. I think Joe fills that role a lot. It just wasn't that great of a tag team main event. So I was just kind of confused as to why it was all happening.
Yeah, it wasn't the most noteworthy note, I think, to leave on. And I think that's what was missing. I remember, even during our watch along, I kept thinking something was going to happen afterwards.
Right.
This did not feel like a main event. Neither side of it felt like a main event at all. Which is crazy because you got a former AEW world champion in there. But when you have Samoa Joe kind of just hanging out with Hook and Shibata, it's not really the Samoa Joe that we love, which is the one that's going to come out and kill you.
Yes.
And I just think Samoa Joe kind of when he stands alone, it's a lot more effective.
Exactly. If we feel like he's going to be a threat to somebody's championship or being world champion, that's when we really feel it. Now he's just he's doing the thing and he's having fun, but it doesn't feel like he's a threat to anybody.
Right. He just feels like the happy uncle.
Yeah, exactly.
The nice uncle is going to take you to the ballpark or something.
Right.
Right. All right. We got a super chat here from I Stole a Balloon who says, prayers to Pac, speedy recovery. God damn it. Yeah. I don't know if there's any updates yet on Pac, but I really am hoping that he's not out for any long and that it's nothing serious. But we'll have to see what happens because I don't really think there's too much out there as of right now.
Right.
We got Professor Elm who says, did you believe Swerve won when Denise texted? Everybody's been asking this. Reg, you believed it. For a split second, you believed it.
I didn't believe shit. No, just like you guys said, I didn't see it until after the show was over. So I already knew what had happened. I can't believe she would try to do that to me. What kind of friend are you? I hate spoilers.
The troll kind.
Download too slow.
Professor Elm, thank you so much for the super
Thanks,
chat.
Professor Elm.
All right, that's it. That's our show for this week, everybody. That was AEW Dynamite here today. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. The Paragon, Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly, and what they're doing. It seems like that's their new name.
I hate that name.
I don't think I care. I don't think it makes a difference to me.
Like what? I'm gonna always call you Undisputed or whatever. I don't know. It just feels
I was calling them the United Kingdom.
Yeah, when we can't even figure out their name. I feel like how you said, Denise. It's like their last shit was such a dud. They're trying to add a new shiny coat of paint and I I don't know if will do it. Like, I like all those guys, and I think that they're not in the mud forever, but the name is not really like getting me excited for anything.
It's just going to be the same thing. Nothing's going to change.
That's
so
kind of how I feel too.
That's just where I'm at. So hopefully we do get something good on that end, but that was it. Now that was our AEW show. Alrighty, guys. Before we go, just a friendly reminder, daily YouTube videos are going up here on the channel each and every single day. Please check them out. I'm trying out so many different things. Like, every video is so different. So I'm keeping everybody sort of on their toes, sort to speak. So check those out. And I think that's pretty much all I've got to promote. Reg, what do you got?
Tomorrow's Ask Grapsody, like the homie Tenruza was asking. And then regular Grapsody is on Saturday. I think that's it. I don't know.
Tomorrow, WrestleMania Trivia Challenge, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Don't forget it. It'll be a good time. Alrighty, guys. Bye, everyone. Take care.
Peace.